Alright guys, happy Friday night to everybody. We are here watching Smackdown tonight. That's right, Smackdown is live. And what would you expect? The Tribal Chief is finally here. There you go. The Tribal Chief Roman Reigns is making his way out. Tonight, hopefully, it's going to be a good episode, with some love between the brothers. There's been a lot of heated exchange over the past few weeks or so now. So hopefully some love now between the three. But let's see, Roman Reigns here coming out with a smile. That's nice. Good to see everybody. Gary, my brother, welcome. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's right. And it's official, one of the main events of SummerSlam, or maybe the main event of SummerSlam, Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso in a tribal combat match to determine the new undisputed Universal Heavyweight Champion, as well as the new Tribal Chief. Alright, and here we are, Jey Uso already in the ring with the microphone. Good to see everybody. Moons, my brother, you know what? You're not gonna believe me, but I was watching some of the old videos yesterday, and I was like, it's been so long since I've chatted with Moons. And here you are. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well, Moons. Great to see ya. Tony, my brother, great to see ya. Happy Friday night to everybody. I hope everybody is having a great Friday night. That's right. We are also here in sort of a new graphic display layout, arena, ringside, whatever you might want to call it. And it feels good. Friday night always feels good. Good to see everybody. And here we are, Roman Reigns once again. If you haven't already, make sure to acknowledge. Let's see. I'm doing well, trying to beg my parents for 2K23. Oh, brother. What console do you have? Do you have a PlayStation or an Xbox? Moons, let me know. And Tony says there's something. What about AEW Fight Forever? By the way, did you buy that game, or are you trying to get that game as well? Let me know. And there's something completely different. Roman only has one belt. Yes, and you know what's all? You're right. He only has. Actually, it's kind of mind-blowing because not only does Roman have one belt, but Paul Heyman has zero. And that's the big thing, because it seems like Paul Heyman was never ever gonna let go of that title. But he's coming out here with zero belts, no belts. I don't know who told him not to bring out any more belts, because he always came out with the two. Wow, Paul Heyman finally has let go of the titles. It's big. That is indeed big. There you go. Xbox Series S, says Moons. Why am I asking? I'm asking because I feel like, because based on what you said, I feel like maybe SummerSlam's around the corner, all that stuff. I feel like maybe it's time to do a little giveaway around SummerSlam. So that's why I was asking, Moons. That's what I'm asking. That's right. I don't like. You do not like Fight Forever. I see. Okay, Miss Carr, good to see you. D-Sing, good to see you, Mr. D-Sing. Welcome. I bet President Nick Khan told Triple H to remove the Raw, and yeah, I'm pretty sure that must have been, causing some confusion for the people, especially for the casual fans, and for that reason, maybe they had to finally ask Paul Heyman to stop bringing those titles on, because if anything, that would only cause confusion for the casual fans, or for those who tune in once in a while. So I guess that makes sense. Yep. And Andy, my brother, great to see ya. Hope you're doing well, Andy. Great to see ya. And I see Moon says 2K23. Maybe, we could do 2K23. We could do maybe some credit for PlayStation or Xbox Store, so you can go ahead and buy the game that you want. We could do that as well. So I'll think about it. And I kind of feel like we have to do it now. SummerSlam's around the corner. I'm pretty sure that more people also want to buy 2K23. So let's do a giveaway. Yeah. More details on that coming soon. I'm thinking, I just came up with that idea, so I'll think more about it. And yeah, we'll talk about it. Love that. All right.
Forgot. The Tribal Chief is scheduled to appear. Well, that means the Tribal Chief opens up his show.
There we go.
I don't worry, little Jay's forgetful, y'all. But we're gonna remind him. Why do you think they called you the right-hand man, huh? Because I made you that.
Look at Paul Heyman's face, by the way. By the way, first of all, earlier being called the right-hand man, was a thing of prestige. Jey Uso felt pride when he was called the right-hand man. Not anymore now. He doesn't feel any pride when he's being called the right-hand man. He doesn't care if Roman Reigns made him one. He wants to be the tribal chief now. He wants to be the one and wants to be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns as the champion and as the chief. We got Mr. Kevin here saying, go Roman. That's right. Alderson, Kevin, good to see you. I agree. Yeah, Roman Reigns. In my books as well, I can see that Moon says that he's got Jey winning. I think that Roman Reigns is not losing. He's not losing until at least WrestleMania. It's not I don't see it happening. I don't see Jey Uso defeating Roman Reigns to become the new tribal chief. It's not going to be happening. If Jey Uso becomes a tribal chief, the whole dynasty's gonna fall off. It's a big thing to be the tribal chief, to be the leader, and Jey is just not that leader. And let's see, Andy says, I'm only gonna be here for a little while. Oh, my brother Andy, I hope your brother's okay. You take care, Andy. Yeah. I'll be praying that your brother recovers soon. Sorry to hear that. You guys take care, Andy. Yeah. Thank you for being here as always. Yeah. I hope that your brother comes back home soon, brother. You take care. And here we are.
I believe you can lead this company, and most importantly, I really believe you can lead this family.
Wow. Jey Uso talking about Roman Reigns leaving the family.
But you broke this family.
Wow. Look at that. Hey, my brother Rozdog, good to see you. Good to see you. If you haven't checked out Rozdog's stream, make sure to do so. The guy is awesome. Great guy. Plays a lot of cool video games, way better than I ever would. He's a great man. So, guys, if you have not checked out Rozdog yet, make sure to do so. He's an OG. Good to see you, brother. Tony says, happy birthday to Triple H. Yep, that's right, Triple H. You know what they say, with age you grow wiser and you grow better, and that applies to Triple H. He is definitely the king of kings, and with age, he only gets better and better and mature and wiser and wiser. It's great. It's great.
He asked for a championship match, y'all. Because you're selfish, huh? Let's backtrack 3 years ago. The only reason
54 years old now. It's crazy. Looking up these wrestlers' age kind of makes me feel old. 54 years old now. Triple H, the King of Kings. That's right. And Roman Reigns, of course, spitting fire in the ring here.
he wasn't hurt, you didn't have a chance. You took that from him. And you don't even get it, do you? You don't even get it. You're gonna be all alone. You screwed your twin brother.
That's crazy. Roman Reigns now playing mind games with his own brother. He's telling Jey Uso how he's responsible for Jimmy not being here right now. He's telling Jey Uso how he screwed his own twin brother and he's going to be all alone now. He's going to be the one who is going to be excluded from the family. And of course, the mind games are actually working out at the moment. And you know what? Last week when we were here, when we were watching SmackDown, you guys actually brought up the idea that Jimmy Uso might come back at SummerSlam. I know True was talking about it. Nautic was talking about it. Ricky, good to see you, was talking about it. Everybody was talking about the possibility of Jimmy Uso returning at SummerSlam and turning against his own brother, turning against Jey Uso, and helping Roman Reigns win, maybe. So that could happen. That's potential right there. It could very well happening. That's right. And I can see Andy here, is here with us. And Andy says that he's with his brother Nathan. Nathan, if you're listening right now, brother, you take care. Get better soon. We're all sending our love and our best wishes to you. Get better soon, my man. And Ricky, good to see you, brother. Welcome, welcome. He says, sorry to be here late. That's okay. Don't be sorry, Ricky.
So that means I can do whatever it is I want.
Wow.
But you, nah, you ain't got anybody, man. You got nothing. And the fact that you still stand here and you want to still do this just blows my mind. I don't get it. You can't beat me, Jay. Well, Jay, you can't beat me. And
the mind games, right? He's basically trying to instill in his mind that, Jay, you cannot beat me, and I don't know why you still think you can, because you cannot. He's trying to get this in his head that, he cannot beat Roman Reigns in hell ever. Why would Jimmy turn on Jay now? That would make absolutely no sense. Maybe, I don't know, I mean, it would create a whole lot of drama for sure. If that were to happen, it would be dramatic. But true, maybe he turns on Jay because he could be listening to this promo right now and, he could be falling for Roman Reigns' BS. Or maybe, after that injury, after that concussion or whatever storyline injury he has, maybe he loses his memory and Roman Reigns instills whatever he wants to instill into his brain and he decides to turn on Jay as well. I don't know, just trying to make us the scenarios, but anything can happen. We shall see. If it happens, though, it's going to be pretty exciting because it's going to be a three-way clash right there. Clay, good to see you. Welcome. Rostock, my brother. You're awesome. Let's see. True, by the way. Good to see you. I forgot to welcome you, True. Welcome. Great to see you.
I'm gonna beat you again.
Wow. Looking him dead in the eye and saying that I'm gonna beat you again. Of course, that leaves only Roman Reigns fuming in anger, in rage, and Jey Uso now with the boss walk out of the ring. And he's got the support from the fans, everybody cheering on him. That's right. Jey Uso is determined to beat Roman Reigns in about, like a week? 2 weeks. It's crazy. Jimmy went along with Roman's crap once already. That's true. That's true. He's been through it already. That's right. Ricky says, tomorrow is my birthday, David's birthday. That's awesome, Ricky. A very happy birthday to David. Happy birthday to you, Ricky. Hopefully you guys are going to have a great time tomorrow. And here we are with that being said. Michael Cole, Wade Barrett. And did you guys see how Jey Uso was rocking a little white hair in his beard tonight? And again, we've said this before when we were talking about Keith Lee's white hair. White hair is a sign of experience, a sign of maturity, a sign of wisdom, right? And you could see it in Jay tonight. Jay was rocking the white hair, the white beard, little white beard, and it just gives him a more mature look. It makes him more, I would say, fitting for the tribal chief, right? To be the tribal chief. It's just a sign of maturity, wisdom. And I still don't understand all the hate that Keith Lee got over it. It's crazy. Jey Uso looked good in the little white and black beard. That's right. And, okay, I see that, Ricky. Okay, I hope David has a great time. I see. Jay is scary, says Ricky. Well, yep, he is scary. Of course, he's fighting for his family, at SummerSlam against Roman Reigns. So we shall see how things go down. Again, one possibility is that Solo Sikoa turns on Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. So that could also happen. We shall see. We shall see. And again, we are now getting a look at the progressive recap from last week. All right, just started off with the show and we got it. Wait a second, it's been 15 minutes since the show started? That's crazy. Wow. That first promo was pretty fast. 15 minutes, did not feel like 15 at all. Oh, I see. It was the entrance, Roman Reigns' entrance, that possibly took up 10 of the 15 minutes, but that's okay. All right, and here we are. Yeah, so Ricky, it's true. So TMZ reported it. They broke the news that Vince McMahon was actually at the hospital last week, and he got a spinal surgery, a pretty significant spinal surgery that was. But currently, he is now back at home, and he's recovering well after the surgery. So that's cool. The surgery happened last week. Now he's back home. He's recovering, and that's great. Just a guy who has been carrying the company on his back for years and years and years. At 77 years old, he's finally kind of getting his little time off and recovering from his, issues and, of course, the surgery. More power to Vince, and hopefully he's going to be okay and be back at work soon. Hopefully not back at work, but I'm pretty sure he'll be back at work like next week. It's Vince McMahon that we're talking about. The guy is never quitting. He's never going to go away. But God bless Vince. Hopefully he gets better soon. 77 years old. Major surgery last week at home right now, and I'm pretty sure he's going to be back at work very soon. So, Vince McMahon is a man of steel. And let's see, because people can get goofy and act like wrestlers aren't people who age like anybody else. Is true. Yep, that's right. I know. Yeah. Some people, I feel a thin line between being a wrestler and being a superhero from comics or, movies. And just the way that people cannot imagine Spider-Man or Superman aging, some people also cannot imagine wrestlers aging, and that's the truth, right? I always say this, that, when I was a kid, I looked up to the comic characters only to realize or come to know that, okay, they are not real. They're just fantasy. They're just fiction. But kids these days have this option of looking up to wrestlers who are pretty much real, and they can also, idolize them and just get inspired from them and think about how they're going to grow up to be something like John Cena when they grow up. So huge role models right here in the form of wrestlers these days. It's great. Nicholas, good to see you. Nicholas says top 3 storylines in the PG era. I love how everything has been happening in reverse with Jimmy injured just like in 2020. That's right. It is going back. It's such a long-term work here. Such a long-term work. And it's playing out beautifully so far. It's playing out great. So we shall see what happens at SummerSlam. That could be the turning point. But the one thing's for sure is that Roman Reigns' days as the tribal chief, they can be counted on our fingertips, right? They're not going to last too long. He's not going to be lasting too long as the chief or the champion. I just don't think that we're going to be seeing an end to it at SummerSlam. I'm thinking perhaps WrestleMania. I don't see it ending at SummerSlam just yet. I don't think it's happening. WrestleMania, the next one, it's going to be 40 years of WrestleMania. And I feel like every single time that we hit a decade, something revolutionary happens. We enter a new era. You talk about WrestleMania 30, right, where we entered the era of the Yes moment. We entered the Bryan Danielson era with WrestleMania 30. And I feel like WrestleMania 40, just like that, is going to be taking us into a new era where a big passing of the torch shall happen and Roman Reigns will finally surrender and lose and pass on the torch. I feel like SummerSlam, it's not the pay-per-view for such a big occasion or event to happen. We shall see, though. And at least that wasn't a 40-minute promo, says Gary. That's right. We gotta be grateful for what we have. You're right, Gary. I like that. Yep. Ricky, once again, happy birthday to David. Nautic. It's good to see you, brother. It's good to see you. Hitting the hydrate button. Not asked about this. Haven't asked about the studio just yet. I see Nautic. I know. Yeah. So, yeah, today, the one reason I'm not in the studio is that because if I had to be in the studio today, we would have to wrap up after SmackDown, and we wouldn't be able to do Rampage. So I thought, no, we have to do Rampage, and that's why I'm not in the studio tonight. And, yeah, we're going to be doing both the shows, but we're not in the studio. So hopefully you don't mind that not take. Once again, great to see you. Broman in the house. Great to see you, brother. Happy Friday night. Let's see. And Andrew says, I'm feeling a little cheated here. I thought somebody said they would be in the studio. I knew this comment was coming from Andrew. I just wanted to acknowledge it before reading the comment. I see it now. All right. Tony says this is going to be the ultimate nail biter between the LWO members. Yep. That's right. It's going to be sweet. It's going to be interesting once we come back from the commercial break, that is. Next year's WrestleMania is going to be called Cody 2. All right. I don't know. Is Roman Reigns going to be losing to Cody? Is he going to be taking all of that momentum worth years and years and years and dropping it to Cody? Some might say yes. It's meant to happen. It's a story a year in the making or so, or 2 years in the making. To me, I feel like there should be somebody else apart from Cody. I feel like Cody is cool, but for Roman to drop, that momentum and all of that years and years of story and everything, I feel like it should be somebody fresher, somebody new, somebody hungry. Cody Rhodes is 38 years old himself, right? So I feel like he's in the middle of his career. So we got a 12 years, maybe. I'm talking somebody who's 27 years old or 28 years old. And beating Roman Reigns and having a bright future ahead. That would be great. Jason, welcome. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Great to see you, brother. And here we are.
How about I give you the Grayson Waller rub?
Come
That's
on.
right. You come on my talk show, the Grayson Waller effect featuring
Really?
Little J. That's a great idea, right?
That's crazy. Okay. That's not the way how you invite somebody to your show. Little J, is that the best that he could call him? Grayson Waller effect featuring Little J. Of course it was not going to go down very well. That's if no one gets injured, or if they... That's right. That's right, true. Yep. And let's see, great slap, Usos, Tony. I agree. But with Rey Mysterio looking good here with the LWO colors, that's right. And Nicholas says, who do you think is the next megastar? In my opinion, I don't think it's Cody. When I think megastar, it's somebody they'll want as a face for 10 plus years, says Nicholas. And I'm with you on that. Absolutely, I'm with you. And also, what True says is very valid. Is that you also gotta have that belief or that trust in the person that they can be resilient, that they can be somebody like John Cena who would stick around for years and years and years and actually would be worth the investment. Because we've seen examples in the past where the company starts to believe in a wrestler only for them to make the wrong moves or do something, screw their own career up and screw everything else up, and they just leave. And all that push, everything that they put behind them just goes away. It just vanishes. So to give somebody new, fresh, just like we're talking, Nicholas, it's going to be hard for the company to even find that face. True has a very valid point. Imagine you find a wrestler who's 27 years old, is fresh, is hungry. He's got all the boxes checked, right? Everything checked. And Roman Reigns drops the title to him at WrestleMania, passes on the torch. He wrestles for 5 years and he gets injured, or something happens, he makes a wrong move, he gets fired, he gets cancelled, and where does that leave the company? Where does that leave all the Roman Reigns stuff, right? So True has a good point as well, but let's see. I'm also with you, Nicholas, when it comes to the Cody Rhodes comment. I like Cody, but I would have liked to see somebody else become the new next face and defeat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40. So we still have some time left. We might see somebody else. But let's see. And here we are. Okay. The match underway. Escobar here in control. Rey is putting Santos over. I agree with that. Totally. Hall of Famer. He has nothing else to prove. The only thing that he's here to do right now, I believe, is to put his friends over. And put the next gen of talent over. That's all he's here for. And here we are. Wait a second. Oh. A very distant look at the action here from Austin Theory, sitting here all the way up in the skybox, the VIP section, with his popcorns and his title. Austin Theory chilling. Santos for the victory, says Andy. I agree with that, brother. That's right. And Andrew says, heel club in the house. What is the heel club about? Wait a second. Ricky says, looking like Andrew wants you to eat chili. Wait a second, Andrew. What are you talking about? That's not happening. I'll link you something. All right, I'll take a look at that Twitter. I'll take a look at that in a second. But with Santos Escobar still fighting, twisting the arm of Rey Mysterio, Rey in trouble here. Gary says, all of the NXT call-ups, Santos Escobar is the only one with the storyline. That's true. Yeah. We never know what's going to be happening with JD McDonough. You see him a lot in the dirt sheets, right? Dirt sheets like him. And you hear some buzz about him here and there, but, oh my goodness, slapped the... Did you guys see that? What just happened? Santos Escobar with a slap to the face of Rey Mysterio. All of that respect and admiration and love, it just went out the window. Santos slapped him in the face. That seemed very personal to me, guys. It seemed very personal. None of the younger talent has stepped up and made enough noise. It's true. I'm surprised, we're talking about all the NXT call-ups this time around. All of them, men, women, really, they haven't made any noise except for Santos Escobar. That is very, very true. even Cameron Grimes, who, who first, when he was drafted, everybody was like, all right, we're going to go to the moon. It's going to be awesome. But even Cameron Grimes has been quite dull. Again, we don't know if we can blame their talent or we've got to blame the people behind who are booking the show, but we have hardly seen anything from these guys. It's true. It's damn true. By the way, my brother Nautic here has redeemed 5,000 points to have me take off my glasses, so I've got to do that. For the sake of my brother. Okay, here we are, Nautic, without the sunglasses right here. Gosh, this looks so much better when we're in the studio without the glasses. All these screens here right in front of my eyes, they kind of blind me. But Nicholas says, Tony, it's probably going to be at WrestleMania 40, pretty much WrestleMania 29, Rock versus John Cena. So I already know what he wants to see that. Yeah, it's too bright. Too bright, my brother. I'm putting these on. But I agree with you, Nicholas, except I really wanted to see Rock and John Cena. I loved the whole rivalry. I loved John Cena and The Rock WrestleMania 28. I just did not love the result of it. I was a big John Cena mark back in the day, a little kid, and I wanted to see Cena win, but he did not. So I was super excited about the rematch at 29. I understood that nobody else wanted to see that except for me, but it was pretty cool to see that. This time around, yeah, I'm not into it, to be honest. What women wrestler will join Gunther's group, AJ? Andy, that's a surprising question. Is there some chatter happening here about a female wrestler joining Gunther's group? Is there something happening? I mean, that's an interesting question. Very much. I would say right off the bat, I was about to say Ivy Nile, because I feel like she would fit right in with the boys. But she's like little, and Gunther is big. And even like the other guys, right? Giovanni Vinci, Ludwig, they're all big. So Ivy Nile would be quite, I don't know. The size difference would be too much, but it would be cool to see her in the group, I believe. But let me know if you guys have any suggestions of which female wrestler, if ever, should join Gunther's group. Let us know. And True says, Cody has already been world champion, just not in WWE, which that title only matters in Vince's mind and universe. That's right. Yep. WrestleMania 29 match was dull. I agree with that. The match was dull. I don't know. I felt like the actual match, it felt like a formality that they had to do. It did not. There was, unlike WrestleMania 28, which the match from the very beginning was electric, was exciting. You could hear the buzz in the air, in the wrestlers, everything. Whereas 29 just felt like a formality that they had to go through it, run through it. I still remember the look in the face of The Rock when he was lifting up John Cena's arm and the pyros went off. Rock held up his arm and just looked down. It just looked like he looked down as if he was so disappointed in himself. So yeah, I agree. Sadly, the match was dull. The result was very predictable. The ending was very predictable. So I agree with that, brother. Totally. Yeah. Cody's main prize is the Universal Championship belt. Since he doesn't want to be involved with WWE World Champion Seth Rollins, says Tony. Yeah, again, if he goes after Seth and takes that title, again, a lot of people are just gonna call it a participation belt, right? Something that he got because he couldn't beat Roman Reigns. So he's not gonna take an easy way out. He will definitely go back to Roman Reigns and will get what he wants, right? He will get that title eventually. It's gonna happen. It's meant to happen for sure. Maybe Piper. Wait a second, Piper will be a sweet name. Oh wow. Okay, you talk about sending her all the way from the Butterfly Club with Nikki ASH to Imperium. That would be insane. But, Piper would fit because she also comes from, that side of the world. She's also, the size difference would not be that much. She would just fit right in. It would be, I don't know if I'm fully into the idea just yet because we haven't seen a whole lot of Piper on the main roster. So, might be too much pressure for her to handle because that's going to be a big responsibility joining the Imperium. But just right off the bat, Piper possibly joining Imperium is intriguing, is fresh, is new. I would like to see that if it were to ever happen. That would be interesting. That's a good take, True. Gunther has hinted he's looking for a women's wrestler joining his group, says Andy. That's nice. Opening it up to everybody. That's cool. Holly Holmes is rumored to show up at SummerSlam. That's nice. That'd be nice to see her. Maybe the woman who is in bad angle with Roxy. Wait a second, what is happening with Roxy? I'll have to take a look, guys. We'll have to take a look at what's happening with Roxy. By the way, if you guys forgot, I will have to remind you. I will remind you that from next week, we're also adding Thursdays into our Watchalong, days, and we're going to be doing the Watchalong for Impact Wrestling /ROH starting Thursday night. So that's that as well. Conor McGregor has hinted showing up sometime to face Roman. All right. Well. Before he faces Roman Reigns, he's got to face Becky Lynch because, these two talk a lot of trash on social media about who's the man, who's the real one from who's the real Irish, whatnot. They go after each other a lot, right? So I think before he faces Romans, he will have to go through Becky Lynch, that's for sure. That would be funny, though. Very funny. But here we are, Santos Escobar sending Rey Mysterio very slowly and steadily over to the turnbuckles, and Rey now climbing the second rope. Santos gets him up on his shoulders. Rey in trouble, or is he not? And he grabs the ropes. These guys are so, I don't know, they're very good, very skilled, very talented wrestlers, but for some reason I feel like they're very slow with their moves tonight. Like the way Rey Mysterio grabbed the ropes and sent Santos Escobar down, that seemed like they were being so careful and so slow. I don't know, something's off. And here we are, Rey Mysterio is going to go down on Escobar. Escobar rolls out, setting Rey Mysterio down straight to the mat. Mysterio in trouble. I'm pretty sure if Dominic's watching this right now, he is enjoying it completely. Poor Mysterio. First he got beat up by his own son, and now getting beat up by his own Escobar. Poor Mysterio. True, Tony says, true, Roxanne Perez has a personal score to settle with Jamie Hayter. I love Blair Davenport, I'll tell you that. Blair Davenport is awesome. I love her. It's so funny that Tony actually called her Jamie Hayter. Yeah, it's hilarious because, it makes me feel good because I'm not the only one who sees that comparison, because I did see that comparison a while back. I never mentioned it, but I did see it. Jamie Hayter, Blair Davenport, very much alike, very much. But they're both awesome. I've got a lot of love for both of them. Blair Davenport was incredible on NXT UK, and I'm pretty sure, must be just as good even in the NXT over here in the US. Lol, I just had a commercial on your chat. Really, Andy? That must be YouTube triggering the commercials automatically. So I'm not in control of the commercials. It must be. Oh my goodness. Tony says second commercial break. That's interesting. You know what, guys? I think that YouTube is triggering automatic commercials, so let me try to fix that, because I don't want to bombard anybody with commercials. So let me try and fix the automatic commercial breaks real quick, if I can. Give me a second. And Andy says, true, are you talking about Bria Pistoley? Yep, I think that he was talking about Blair Davenport, brother. That's right. I love some Roxanne Perez. She is cool, says Ricky. I know you do. Wait a second. Automatic commercials, do I see them? I don't see them just yet. Wait. Perhaps that's something that I could control before the stream would start, because I don't see an option to shut it off now, I guess. So what we're going to be doing is that next time I'll make sure that you guys don't get automatic commercials. Yeah, sorry about that. And Gary says, to me it's obvious that Rey is losing a step or two. Again, he is a Hall of Famer. Years ago, when he would go into the Hall of Fame, it was evident that, okay, this guy is going to the Hall of Fame. He is now retiring. We're never going to see him wrestle, or maybe we'll see him wrestle very occasionally. Rey Mysterio has changed that. A week after his induction, he was wrestling. The 2 weeks after he was wrestling, he's wrestling full-time, even post-induction. Induction was just like a mere hiccup or a mere cough. It came and it went away, but his career is here to stay. Rey is really breaking the I would say, the fourth wall or the glass ceiling when it comes to Hall of Famers. No other Hall of Famer, I believe, has wrestled full-time quite like Rey Mysterio has. So, indeed, he has nothing else to prove. The only thing that he's doing here right now is putting people over. That's about it. And I can see we've got Sapo here with the Rush. A chance. That's right. Rush is awesome. And we're going to be watching some AEW Rampage right after Smackdown. We're going to be on Rampage as well. So, make sure to stay here and make sure to stay tuned for Rampage, because tonight is going to be a great event. Rampage tonight, that's right. And Bria Pisley and Jamie Hayter had fantastic matches together, says Andy. That's right. If you don't have YouTube Premium, you'll get ads, it's true. Oh yes, that's right. I cannot, by the way, for the love of God, cannot tolerate YouTube ads. I can't. They are weird. They can be very weird, and that's why I got premium. Like, the only premium that I have, I believe, out of Twitch and YouTube and other streaming services. I feel like YouTube is very important. Yep. And Nicholas says Rey Mysterio is 48. I thought he was older than that. Still incredible. Yep. Yeah, Rey is awesome. And just like Tony mentioned earlier, was it Tony? I think it was Tony. Tony mentioned earlier that Triple H also had his birthday recently, born on 1960. In 1969, the 27th of July, Triple H, I believe, is what, 54 years old. It's crazy. Time flies. But the truth says Rey has been wrestling since he was 15. Even if he's losing a step, he's still better than most. Yep, that's right. And Rey's down, the referee checking on him. Really? No way. Is this real? So we just came back from the commercial break. Rey's seems like he's hurt. The referee is checking on him. The doctor is checking on him. Michael Cole talking about seems like he's got some sort of an injury. Oh dear, you just saw that. So Santos landed on him with a dive and seemed like Rey's head bounced off the mat, off the floor, by the way, twice. It just bounced off the floor twice, ringside. Rey is down and unable to continue in this match. That's crazy. That is crazy. Wow, that is, I guess there's going to be more to come. I'm pretty sure we're going to be hearing it on social media. Oh, wow. Escobar went from slapping him in the face to now hugging him, and Rey getting up to his feet here, hugging Santos Escobar. Crazy end. Obviously, this does not look predetermined. This does not look like something that was planned, because Rey actually got up and hugged Escobar. Basically, they couldn't continue this match, so they're ending it in the fashion that they would have possibly ended if, the match actually went on the way it had to. But Rey obviously seems like something's wrong. That was a very odd way to end the match. Definitely, I don't think it was planned. I don't think this was something that was meant to happen. Once again, they're giving us a look at the dive, and the way Mysterio's head just bounced off the mat. That seems pretty ugly. Keeps Santos from pinning it. Oh, you think this could be a way for him? I see. So True says that this keeps Santos Escobar from pinning Rey Mysterio, but also advancing in this tournament. I hope that that's the fact, and this all was done just to save Rey Mysterio and his prestige, and giving Santos Escobar a victory without having to pin him. I hope this was all for that. Really hope so, because we would hate for anybody, especially Rey, to get hurt right now. We would hate that. So hopefully it was just a plan to make Santos advance in this and qualify for the title without having to pin Rey. Fingers crossed. Hopefully that was it. But we're going to be hearing more about it, of course, from the dirt sheets in a bit. We shall take a look at that. Kayla Braxton, by the way, looking good. We cannot have a SmackDown without Kayla Braxton interviewing Paul Heyman. And actually, the past few weeks, we've had quite a few SmackDowns without Kayla and Paul's interaction. Hopefully that changes tonight. By the way, oh my goodness, Bianca Belair looking great. By the way, speaking of Bianca Belair, I've got to say, I'm still waiting for what's happening between Street Profits and Bobby Lashley. We know that Street Profits and Lashley left in their own car last week. We haven't had any updates on them ever since. Hopefully, tonight we get to see something. That's right. That was so random. So she just threw out a number 11. I'm like, what is 11? Sonya says, that's the number of days we've been champion. I think it's only Chelsea and Sonya who are really counting down those days. Nobody else is counting on the days that they've been champion. That's for sure. All right. Oh, dear.
Bianca Belair
But Ricky says AEW Collision is going to be better tomorrow night because Adam Cole and MJF going to be in the main event for Collision. It's going to be good for sure. Tomorrow night Collision, it's going to be great. Somewhere Dirty Dominic is loving to seeing his dad lose, and that hurt. That is sad. You know, that is a sad statement. Even in kayfabe world, when you read something like that Dominic probably is enjoying his dad getting hurt, that is a sad thing. That's a sad, sad thing. Even in kayfabe. Wow. And Charlotte Flair stepping in. She doesn't have to talk. She doesn't have to speak. She steps in and she steals the show, steals the spotlight. That's how much of a queen Charlotte Flair is. It's awesome.
Against the new champs here? What do you say?
Holy crap.
Tag with you?
No way.
But girl,
No way is that happening. Wait a second.
This makes me want to do it even more. I'm gonna go talk to Adam Pearce. Toodles. Wait a minute.
Wait.
Hold on.
Wait. Really? No way. Okay, I'm at a loss of words right now. No way did that actually happen right now. Charlotte stepped in and basically offered to Bianca Belair to team up and go after Sonya and Chelsea. No way is that happening right now. We're not pulling a MJF and Adam Cole on SmackDown between Bianca and Charlotte, are we? Because that's what it seems like. There's no way in hell that these two ladies are actually going to get along and actually going to have a decent tag team or become tag team champions without tearing each other's hair apart. There's no way that's happening. I feel like they're trying to recreate MJF and Adam Cole here between Bianca and Charlotte. This could be the way that Bianca turns heel, maybe officially turns heel by turning against Charlotte mid-match. Who knows? And Ricky says, "Stop it! This is not happening, please." Ricky is frustrated. I see. Ricky does not want this. I see. All right. Congrats to Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green, says Andy. That's right. 11 days since they've been tag team champions. 11 days. That's right. Nicholas says, if it wasn't more evident that they're slowly giving up on Austin Theory by leaving him off another PLE, then I don't even know. At first, when they were trying to leave Austin Theory off pay-per-views or he was barely making appearances, I thought, okay, so he just beat John Cena and he's got a lot of momentum, right behind him, a lot of steam, a lot of exhaust, and they probably want to save Austin Theory, by not having him wrestle random people or lose momentum to random people, anything like that. They just want to protect him for the very best, for the big matches. But now, just like you mentioned, Nicholas, the fact that he's also apparently off the SummerSlam card kind of gives it away. SummerSlam is the second biggest event of the year. And the fact that Austin Theory is being left out, or so it seems right now, is not a good indication. Apparently, he's been booked for the, pre-show episode of SummerSlam that is going to be SmackDown, but not the actual PLE itself, and that's not a good sign. I don't know if they really have given up on Austin Theory just yet or not, but however they have booked him post WrestleMania, post his victory over John Cena, has been terrible. What a poor way to book him. We got Coach Hisoka, by the way, right here. Good to see you. Yeah, that's right. We want, LA Knight very, very soon. Hopefully he's going to be appearing soon. We shall see. He was not on the preview for the show, so we still don't know, but would love to see him. Mustafa, good to see you. Ricky says, Jamie Hitter could miss AEW All In. I know, yeah. The timing of the injury is terrible. Nobody wants to miss the biggest event that the promotion has put together, ever. It's the biggest. They're creating history. So Jamie's injury's timing is very crucial, but she's hopeful that she's going to be back in time, and so is AEW. So let's keep our fingers crossed and hope that she comes back in time for London for All In. Austin Theory is not the chosen one, says True. Well, I guess the guy who chose him is not around anymore, officially on deck, on hand, so maybe that's why he's not the chosen one anymore. Are we going to be seeing a second McIntyre and Austin Theory, where he goes away and comes back 10 years later, better, bigger, stronger than ever, and with a better beard as well? Are we going to be seeing Austin Theory going down the same McIntyre route? Because right now it kind of seems like it. McIntyre also, back in the day, was the Intercontinental Champion. And then, of course, he faded away, he went away, And of course, then he came back, and we know exactly what happened to McIntyre. Oh my goodness! Wait a second! Shocker after shocker after shocker. Are we actually in the same universe as we were last week? Hitro is on TV. Are you kidding me? This is a big shocker. This is a bigger shocker than actually, watching Charlotte Flair and Bianca Belair team up. Hitro gets TV time. Okay, yeah, I see you, Coach. David, good to see you. Bro, man, I know how you feel. Yep. Oh my goodness, LA Knight is here. I like that. I like that a lot. That's right. And the crowd goes, yeah. Yep. LA Knight is the only man who can, without a touch, make all the men and all the women in the crowd go, yeah. He's the only guy who can ever do that, right?
Wait. Now, I knew Will Smith was in the game, but I didn't know Uncle Phil became a rapper.
Oh my goodness, all right. All right, Top Dollar versus LA Knight. Are we gonna? What is happening here?
Before we came on the air, you said New Orleans corny, right? But I don't know. The way B-Fab's been looking at me, I think she's got a little tingle in her loins. I'd say she's horny.
Oh, did you hear that? Oh dear, B-Fab. All right, that was, okay. No filters here for LA Knight. No filter whatsoever. There you go. Why is Hitler on the screen says true again? Well, they're here to get buried by LA Knight. Yep, that's what's happening. Hitler needs to be released as Andy. I agree with that. Yep. This could be the final goodbye. Who knows?
Tonight, you could be the next to get dropped on your head, courtesy of the megastar, with everybody saying.
That's right. There you go. Lots of love here for LA Knight, the one and the only. That's right. Alright, and here we are, LA Knight goes down. That's surprising. Not a great way to start the match for sure. And Mustafa says, where Promised Land? Promised Land probably gonna come up towards the end of the show. Knight wearing Mountain Dew colors. He's probably, kind of reminding himself of the good old days, I believe, right? When he was in the pay-per-view, Brave-eyed all that time. Yeah, that's right. Maybe Hitro is going to go to AEW after this. But the thing is that, does AEW need Hitro? I don't think so. I don't think Tony Khan needs the Hitro. Perhaps they are just not meant to be a team, because as a team, I don't see... Okay, as a team, at least they can get a job at the WWE, so that matters. But as a team, they're not really working because nobody cares about the Hitro, to be honest, do they? So perhaps they should just split and do their own thing. I'm talking B-Fab out of the three here. B-Fab is the most promising to me. She looks good, she talks good, she's got charisma at least, unlike the other two. So, yeah, I feel like it's time for them to split. Let me know if I'm wrong here, but I feel they should probably split. But that's right, LA Knight here. Of course, all the fans, everybody in the building, electric, beautiful stunner. It's a little sloppy, but that was okay. But LA Knight gets the victory just like that. Yeah, Gary, that's right. Truth is apparently WWE wants to slow down Knight's push because of his age. If that's true, that's the dumbest thing ever. That's like the dumbest thing after Lady Frost not getting a job because of her age. Lady Frost, also incredible. She was turned down by the company because of her age. And if they also try to do the same for LA Knight, it would be crazy. It would be insane. Should not happen. 40 years old. So we're not even talking a big difference at the moment. 1 second. How old is Cody Rhodes? So this is what I'm talking about. This is so crazy to me. So True here, says that apparently this must be up on the dirt sheets, I'm assuming. But LA Knight, most likely, what they're saying on the dirt sheets, what they're saying about LA Knight is that WWE wants to slow down his push because of his age. The guy is 40 years old. WWE's face right now, or the guy who they want to be the face, is Cody Rhodes, who is 38 years old. So all in all, we've got a 2-year difference between Cody and LA Knight, but the 2 years difference, I guess, is breaking the straw for them. They don't want to push LA Knight because he's 40, but they want to push Cody to the moon because he's 38. Make that make sense. That's right. That's the MTMS moment of the night. That's right. Yep, you're right, Drew. You're right. Whoa.
It's going to happen, Wade. Waller in main event, Jey Uso, live tonight.
Grayson Waller, all right. This guy is smart. He somehow finds ways to get only the big matches. I mean, Waller is not even a big deal. He just came up from NXT to the main roster, but he still somehow manages to get the big matches or big segments. You talk about segments that he's already had, segments with Logan Paul, segments with Charlotte, segments with John Cena, big matches, and now a match against Jay tonight in the main event. It's gonna be Jey Uso versus Grayson Waller. It's gonna be sweet. And Edge versus, this is the only one time that Adam Pearce did something right, by the way. Edge versus Priest for Money in the Bank will be a cool match, says Mustafa. Edge versus Damian Priest for the Money in the Bank briefcase on the line. It would be nice. It would be cool. Indeed, it would be cool. But does Edge want to go back and clash with the Judgment Day boys? Or has he left that in the rearview mirror is a question here. We shall see. I love the yes here, Ricky. Love the yes. If happened, Mustafa. That's right. It would be nice if it happened. But with Charlotte Flair here making her way out, SummerSlam Superstore is going to be opening Thursday, August 3rd. And it's going to be there until Sunday, August 6th. SummerSlam in Detroit, Michigan. This year's SummerSlam has a whole different vibe to it. It's awesome. 40 is far from old unless you're Mick Foley, says True. Exactly. I agree with that. And again, it blows my mind away. How can the company be so split? It's so split. It's crazy. Cody Rhodes, once again, I don't have to say it again, but I'll say it again. Cody is 38, LA Knight is 40. How are you pushing one man to the moon, but the other man does not get any promo? One man gets all the pyros, and 10 minutes promos on Raw, and the other guy gets to have matches with the Hit Row. How do you do that? It's crazy. But anyways, True says Charlotte's theme is awful. Yeah. Nicholas says Charlotte on the whole is awful. They legit gave her the Brock Lesnar card, and it infuriates me. I like Charlotte Flair. So I like her. I agree about her team. I feel like her OG team was so much better. Again, don't fix something that is not broken is what I'll say here. But Charlotte, I love her. I feel like she's great, very talented, beautiful in the ring. You know, you want to watch her wrestle. It was, I still remember the WrestleMania 35, main event, Charlotte, Becky, Ronda. It was great. Charlotte made it great. It was awesome. So I've got a lot of love for her. So, nothing against Charlotte Flair, but I would like to see her in more, I guess, meaningful matches where she's putting talent over instead of just winning all the... I understand why she gets so much hate, because she's always in the title scene, or just like Nicholas says, the Brock Lesnar kind of a role that she's playing at the moment. That should be changed. Her booking should be changed. She should be doing more meaningful stuff here, because she's already done everything that she could possibly, on the roster. So now she should be stepping up and maybe putting people over. So that's that. Charlotte is my queen, says Tony. Yeah, that's right, brother. Not all the time that she has to put people over. Just because she's so good doesn't mean that she cannot get victories anymore, right? She can get victories, but sometimes here and there, maybe put somebody over. That'd be nice. But anyways, Ed should finish his contract and have one last run with Christian. So, yeah. And we don't know anything. I think that AJ Styles has talked about it very openly, that if he has to retire tomorrow, he will retire in the WWE. AJ Styles has said it openly. He's not going to go anywhere. He is going to be a WWE for life, right? WWE star for life. That's where he's retiring. Edge never made such claims. He never said, okay, so if I'm retiring tomorrow, I'm retiring for good. He never said anything like that. So we could be seeing him having a run with Christian. What would you know? Anything can happen. Unless WWE is able to sign him to like a lifetime contract like they did Undertaker. But again, Edge Taker, different people. Now we are in a different, of course, territory with the Endeavor being in charge, so you never know if they even offer lifetime contracts like those anymore, so that's that. But Tony's, it would be cool, again, true, to see Edge having a run with Christian again. You never know. It could happen. Bianca Belair is the EST, says Tony again. The fact that Bianca and Charlotte are teaming up tonight, I feel like Bianca is either turning heel on Charlotte tonight and we finally get that full-on, heel turn of Bianca, the official stamp that she has turned heel. Either we get that tonight or we see WWE kind of pulling off a MJF and Adam Cole here between Bianca and Charlotte, which I feel we don't have enough time now because SummerSlam is literally right around the corner, so I don't feel like they have enough time to build up the whole craziness until SummerSlam. We like a week away now from SummerSlam, so definitely not happening. I feel like instead we're seeing Bianca turning heel tonight. That could be the only reason why they're teaming up tonight, right? So that's what I feel. Bianca turning heel. Let me know what you think is going to be happening in this match. Is Charlotte and Bianca actually going to get a win tonight? Are they going to actually survive as a team? Let me know what you think. Your predictions in the chat, guys. And Hikaru Shida is going to kick Nyla's butt later tonight. It's going to be a sight to see. I'll be in for it. Oh, the Street Profits. Wait a second.
Yes, and I appreciate you.
And Bobby Lashley.
But last week I had a talk with Trick and Mello, and they had a lot of great things to say about you guys. They spoke very highly of the Street Profits, as they should.
Trick and Mello.
You guys should be treated like stars.
Whoa.
You should
Trick and Mello.
be like stars.
Street Profits. Bobby Lashley. Fine Wine.
Talking about me, especially you, man. Ain't feeling the sweats, fam? I have nothing against
Holy
the sweats,
crap.
but I got something a little more fitting for you.
What he's got? He's got the ladies? Oh, wait.
It's on me.
Why am I getting all these goosebumps? I'm literally getting goosebumps watching this right now. That's crazy. Yeah, I was not even the one sitting over there with Bobby Lashley, but I got all the goosebumps just watching that. Trick and Mello, the Street Profits, Bobby Lashley, Fine Wine, great suits. Do you think what I think, right? Are you thinking what I'm thinking right now, guys? Holy crap. So it seems like we're getting Hurt Business 2.0, this time bigger, better, badder, Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford, Trick Williams, and Carmelo Hayes. The Ultimate Five. Hurt Business is back in business, I believe. Crazy. Trick Williams, Carmelo Hayes, Bobby Lashley, Angelo Dawkins. Oh my goodness, Montez Ford, Fine Wine, great suits. I can only imagine these guys looking absolutely incredible when they walk out every single week now. I'm ready for the Hurt Business, baby. I am ready for the Hurt Business. It's gonna be the best thing in wrestling. It could be the best thing in wrestling. You know, all the names that they've mentioned tonight. I'm excited. I'm excited. And Gary says Hurt Business 2.0. They're not gonna be playing. Absolutely no playing here. It's gonna be great. Hurt Business rebounds is true. That's right, brother. That is correct. Hurt Business is back, says Ricky. Yep, that's right. I hope Bianca joins the Hurt Business later. There's a possibility she might, but right now let's keep it to the boys. Let them do their thing, let them shine bright. It will be crazy. Nyla Rose, by the way, Christopher Houston here. Good to see you. And they say Nyla Rose is gonna be going to Hikaru Shida tonight on Rampage. That's right. She is gonna be losing to Hikaru Shida for sure. David says, AJ, I love your graphics. Once again, 6 hours until my birthday. My brother David, I hope you enjoy your birthday. Party hard like the Hurt Business does, and have a great time, David. Much love to you. You're awesome. And here we are. It is Sonya and Chelsea making their way down once again. Oh, that's sweet. Service Experience. Join WWE Stars to help those in need in Detroit. 100% of the tickets donate. Oh, wow. So if you actually scan the QR code on TV right now, 100% of the tickets that you purchase, they're going to be donated to Corner Scare. That's pretty cool. That's nice. I commend WWE for all the charity work that they do. Even if it's for PR, it's still amazing stuff that they do. That's great. Let's see. Tony says, I felt sorry for Paige, Saraya, and she's absolutely right about the lack of booking the women's division at AEW, says Tony. Wow. So you feel sorry for her. I don't see Saraya ever coming back to the WWE. I feel like Saraya is one of the ladies that actually is getting quite a lot of TV time on AEW. Like, we always see, every single week almost, we see a lot of Saraya. We see Ruby Soho. We see all these ladies, right? She always, I mean, if we have women on TV, we always see Saraya spraying paint or doing something. So she shouldn't be the one complaining, but okay. All right. What Samantha Erwin says, Tony, I see, brother, I see. Burrowman says they need a solid theme, though, with no lyrics. Oh, you talking about the Hurt Business. Yeah. I agree. The lyrics sometimes can make things cheesy. Again, Jim Johnston was the man, was the magician. And even, you know what I would say? Even CFO did a good job. I know CFO gets a lot of hate for making cheesy songs and whatnot and bringing up the culture of hip-hop and pop here to WWE. But I feel like CFO did a very good job after Jim Johnston. The current guys, I don't know who they are, but the current guys are not nearly as good. CFO and Jim Johnston, they were pretty good. Jim Johnston, a whole different level, but CFO also did a good job. They did a fine job. I enjoyed their theme songs. I really did. I had a few of them in my playlist, and, you know, it's a big deal to have wrestling theme songs in your playlist and listen to them while you're driving a car or, you know, sharing them with your friends. It's crazy. I had them. I had a lot of CFO theme songs in my playlist, and they did a good job. It really did. By the way, here we are, Charlotte and Bianca working pretty well as a tag team. Chelsea in trouble. Bianca twisting her arm up. Chelsea trying to get it up to Sonya Deville, and now grabs the arm of Bianca, twisting it up. Bianca, just showing off her pure strength, grabs Chelsea and body slams her. Coming in here is Sonya Deville. Also body slam to Deville here. Bianca is unstoppable. There you go. David says, I appreciate it, AJ. My brother David, much love. Once again, happy birthday to you. Nicholas says, solid themes are hard to come by nowadays. That's right. By the way, Jim Johnston, speaking of him, he made this, he revealed this recently, that he reached out to AEW. He emailed them, you know, just their general inquiry email, whatever email they have up in public. He emailed them that he's Jim Johnston, introduced himself, and offered, you know, to maybe make theme songs for the company. He said he never heard back from the company. So he said maybe the channel through which he tried to communicate to AEW was not the right channel, but he never heard back from them. So he said if they do reach out, he would be more than happy to make theme songs for them, but there has been zero communication on their part. So you never know. We might see some good themes coming up if he decides to team up with the company. That's that. I think Asuka come out and attack Bianca and Charlotte and match ends by DQ, says Ricky. It could happen. It could happen. We're watching SmackDown. Asuka could be here. That's right. Ricky says, I got ad breaks, AJ. Sorry about that, Ricky. You know, automatically triggered ads by YouTube. Sorry about that. And yeah, Twitch ad breaks. YouTube, you know, does not want you to miss Twitch. That's why it keeps giving you ads. That's it. All right, and let's see what else do we have here. Yeah, ads, I can't help them. Thanks for that, True. So yeah, YouTube Premium is great. YouTube Premium, I mean, it's very helpful. By the way, we are currently on commercial now. It's been a sweet episode of SmackDown. How long has it been? An hour. Okay. Not bad. It's been an hour. For some reason, I felt like, you know, it would have been 90 minutes or so. It's been an hour. Okay, not bad. Still, a sweet show. Sometimes I look at the time and I'm taken aback, right? I'm taken aback. I'm like, whoa, where did time fly by? The show is almost over, but tonight, it's been an hour, so I was not really taken aback, but still, a good show. Is Aldis a free agent or is he sticking with Impact through their UK tour? So True, you mentioned it in the message that Aldis apparently is not done with Impact Wrestling. Let's see if I can find anything on it yet. I did look it up then, you know, did not really find anything, but let's see. Aldis. Yeah, there's still no news on it. Still, we're hearing nothing. Yep, nothing. So it's just rumors right now, right, about Aldis and WWE. That's about it. We're not really. So here he's saying. It says here, Bleacher Report put out a report 2 days ago, where Bleacher Report writes that Aldis is reportedly. Let me turn here. All right, Aldis is reportedly interested in WWE and AEW, is what the Bleacher Report said 2 days ago. It says, following his departure from Impact Wrestling, Nick Aldis reportedly has interest in both the top wrestling promotions. According to Observer, Aldis is interested in both the companies and has yet to sign a contract with any company, as of this writing. Yep. It says nothing. Basically, it says nothing. I think anybody would have interest in both companies once you are a free agent, right? That's like the two outlets. So not really breaking news here, but the article 2 days ago said that he has interest in both companies, which I'm pretty sure it kind of means that he's not gonna sign with Impact again. He's probably just there for the time being, and just like you said, True. He's there through their UK tour, and once that's over, he'll be back home and he'll sign with somebody and he'll be on his way off, I think. So that's sad because we already know the NWA door is shut for him. He's not gonna go back to the company. He's not gonna be working for those guys anymore. So the only two options now for him, realistic options, that's the mainstream options, are AEW and WWE, and I feel like both the companies will be more than happy to have him. So that's that. SmackDown go very fast, says Ricky. Okay. Aldis and Eric Young had a damn good match last night, really. That's why we're adding Thursday nights to our Watchalong days, and we're going to be doing ROH and Impact Watchalongs starting Thursday nights. That's why we're doing it, True. Tony says, what if Hurt Business becomes the Nightmare Business? Wow. No, Tony. No, don't do. I know what you're trying to do right there. Don't do it. No, I feel like we have magic right now in Bobby Lashley, Montez and Jello and Trick and of course what's Carmelo. All these guys, we've got magic, potential magic. If we bring in Cody, it literally will become the Nightmare Business. Truly will. And he will overshadow everybody else, like it or not. I don't want that. Cody should not join the Hurt Business. No. Let me know if anybody else is here with me, but I don't think that Cody should ever join the Hurt Business. Tony, sorry, my man, sorry about that. But maybe NXT Watchalong AJ says, Ricky, yeah, we'll take it easy. First, we'll add Thursday night, see how we feel, and, if we have time, if we want to do it, we can add NXT in the future. But at least we're adding Thursday nights now, so that's sweet. True says Aldis apparently burned bridges in Japan. In Japan too? Oh. Okay. I know that he burned bridges with Billy Corgan, and he's not gonna go back to the Corgan. He's not gonna go back to NWA. I knew that, but Japan as well. You know what they say, if you have a problem with one person, it might be the person's fault. But if you got a problem with multiple people, maybe you have a problem with yourself. I don't know. I mean, I don't know anything about what happened with Japan now, with Aldis. I felt like with Corgan, it was Corgan's fault, not Aldis's. Even the guys in the industry that I spoke with, they all told me that it was Corgan who was at fault here, and it was his ego that came in the way. That was about it. Corgan was to be blamed. But for Japan, that's surprising. Now, if this guy Aldis has a problem with Japan, and he's burned bridges with NJPW potentially, then that kind of, I guess, could be a problem for AEW because they've got a great relationship with NJPW and they, of course, work with them regularly. So Aldis, I don't know, that might be, a problem. That might be a problem. I take my joke. Oh, it was a joke! Tony was oh, sorry. That was a cool joke, Tony. I like that. That was a cool joke. I like that. Much love to you. And here we are once again. Charlotte is hurt. Bianca attacks herself in. Jumps right into the ring here. Shoulder tackles Sonya Deville one more time. Shoulder tackle to Sonya once again, followed by a nice drop kick. Sonya in trouble. Bianca Belair on fire right now. Just grabs her arm. Turns around, suplex, Sonya down hard one more time. Cody does not fit. So that was Tony being funny. I just did not get it. Thank you, Tony. That's nice. It was a relief to know that you were being funny. You're awesome. But we watch NXT Great American Bash along this Sunday. That's right. we're going to be watching Great American Bash this weekend. That's right. True says this tag team match is boring and predictable. So I was hoping that we would see some craziness, right? But haven't seen anything so far. And just like Ricky said, for the heck of it, we might see Asuka come in towards the end of it and just cost Charlotte and Bianca the match. And that's most likely what will happen too. So you're right, True. So far, nothing crazy in this match here. Sonya stepping in, grabbing Bianca. Is she gonna hit her with the kill switch? Oh my goodness, Charlotte grabbing Sonya here. Okay, alright. Bianca sending Chelsea face first into the top turnbuckle, getting her up on top of her shoulders. Is Charlotte gonna tag herself in? Double team move. Double team move, but Bianca is not happy. Charlotte, look at that. The queen here. Ask Bianca Belair to go out. Going for the cover on Chelsea, and she gets the victory. Wow. Great match. Great match. All right, Tony says, is it me or Charlotte is comparing Jade Cargill's? Yeah. I've said this time and time again. I would love to see a match between Charlotte and Jade one day. I don't know if it'll ever happen, but I would love to see it before, either of these two retire or step away from the ring. I would love to see a match between the two. Would love that. And let's see what else do we have here. True says, there is no comparison between Jade and Charlotte. Not by a long shot. Ashley has nothing on Jade, plus Jade is natural. Well, about Jade being natural, I don't know. I don't know if she ever went under the needle or something, but I do know that Charlotte has had quite a few surgeries. That's true. True, that's right. But Jade is awesome, that's right. And match is over, says Ricky. Match is over, but the drama here between Charlotte and Bianca continues. Of course, Bailey is laughing in the back. What is happening? What?
Why you left me last week? No, we already talked about this, Io. I didn't leave you. I was going to get the keys for valet because I didn't want to make you wait any longer. You know how long those things take. And after Shotzi's creepy video, I thought it was best to get our stuff.
As I'm seeing Bailey rocking a neon jacket tonight, I'm still amazed by the fact that they actually had Tommaso Ciampa wear neon every single week upon his main roster debut. Like, who thought that Tommaso Ciampa wearing green neon color on TV was gonna be a good idea? The color does not suit him. He's supposed to be a badass, not a Cartoon Network character. It was crazy that they put neon on him. And here we are, Asuka and Io in the same room. That's sweet. And the big ol' eyes for Asuka here. Okay. Alright. For Bailey, I'm sorry. And first...
You are thinking about casting in? I'll make sure you regret that decision forever.
We're back to the dancing Asuka here. She's crazy. Asuka looks like a 60s TV mom. Yeah, she does. But she's lost a significant amount of weight, right? Because I remember, the time when, during the pandemic, basically, when Becky Lynch dropped her title to Asuka. Do you remember Asuka at that time? I felt like she had a lot more weight back then, right? Now, I feel like she's lost a lot of weight. She's got a lot of more better, faster, quicker in the ring, and also better in her promos. No matter if she's talking in Japanese or in English, she's a lot more comfortable. I enjoyed this Asuka a lot more than I've enjoyed Asuka all these years on the main roster. This Asuka is the peak Asuka that I've seen. Anyways, let's see. Are we... Oh, whoa, Great American Bash. I just saw Carmelo's face, and I was like, are we getting a Hurt Business promo right now? But okay, they're advertising Great American Bash. I love Dragunov. Of course, him and Carmelo Hayes facing off in American Bash is going to be a great match that I cannot wait to see. I think Dragunov is such a star. I just watched his entrance. The first time I watched his entrance, I was just amazed by it. The control that he has over the fans, and he has the fans singing along to his tunes. Such an angry young guy. No gimmicks, no unnecessary props, none of that stuff. He just comes out and kicks ass. It's awesome. Dragunov is incredible, and all those people who have not paid attention should. at Great American Bash when Dragunov takes on Carmelo Hayes. It's gonna be good. And Tony says, I like Io Sky. Yeah, Io's great, brother. Andrew says, I'm back. Sorry, had bad storms. No, don't be sorry, brother Nautic. Don't be sorry. I am glad that you're okay. You're keeping safe. And storms, yeah, I know. You know, the weather over here is also crazy. Lots of storms, lots of rain. Quite windy. We had like a red alert or so a couple days ago because of heavy rainfall, but we're fine. Yeah. And let's see. Ricky says, AJ, you hearing next No Mercy is coming back? No, I did not hear about. I did not hear about it. Are you kidding me? No Mercy? Wait. Are we really getting? And oh my! I missed this announcement. I just got goosebumps. That's crazy. Whoa. They're not playing around here, are they? I love it. Okay, they've also got the same font and everything for No Mercy, or similar font. I'm ready, guys. I am ready. I loved No Mercy as a pay-per-view back in the day, and the fact that it's coming back even in the form of NXT, I'm ready for it. Holy crap. And we've got AC Hammer, my brother. Good to see ya. Good to see ya. And he says, oh my god, is that Michael Cole on this live stream? No. You know, much better than Michael Cole, AC. You know it, brother. Good to see ya. Welcome. What do you think of Tiffany Stratton? So, Nicholas, you know, once again, I feel like she's unique, right? She's unique in her ways, because these days we don't see a lot of characters like Tiffany. It doesn't go, it doesn't fly. These days, you know, all the women's wrestling is all about, you know, being athletic, being the very best, and just hustling, grinding, working hard. And Tiffany is kind of a different outlet, where back in the day we had a lot of Tiffany Strattons, if you know what I mean, a lot of them. Now we don't have a lot of the, you know, women like Tiffany, so she is very unique now in this current day and age. But somehow she's managing to survive and not get canceled, not get, you know, pulled off TV. She's managing to stay here, stay classy, also good at wrestling, good at promos. She is doing it right. I feel like she is a good replacement to Mandy Rose, if you know what I mean. You know, Mandy, I believe, kind of flew too high on her own supply, and she got burned by the sun. She couldn't control, you know, her own gimmick or whatever it was. She just couldn't put the brakes on. But Tiffany knows where to stop, and I appreciate Tiffany. I think Tiffany is going to be a big star on the main roster, no doubt about it. True says Tiffany's mid. Okay, sorry about that, True. Tiffany is what Eve Marie is. Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I did say a bit too much about Tiffany. Okay, nobody has as much love for Tiffany as I do, apparently. Okay, but Eva Marie, yeah. Guys, I hate to say this, but, you know, have you seen those Pop Funko vinyl figures in my studio at the back? I've got one Eva Marie Pop Funko figure as well. I hate it, but, you know, I couldn't find any other WWE Funko Pop figure, so I had to pick what I got, and I got Eva Marie. I hate that. Yeah, sorry. I'm sorry if I let anybody down here. I'm sorry about that. You think Tiffany Stratton will... Wait a second. Adam Pearce on the phone?
Well, presented by Slim Jim. No, yes, I'm working on that. Hopefully I'll have the...
Presented by Slim Jim. Okay. All right. Oh, LA Knight.
Let me talk to you. You know, after last week's debacle, you're looking now at, what, SummerSlam, the United States...
Sorry, True.
The biggest misstep, not having the one guy, the biggest rising star in WWE history, not being in that match. Let's make that...
He's right.
I'll tell you how we do that. The Slim Jim Battle Royal. You want to make that mean something?
What?
There's only one man who can be in that, and you're looking at...
No. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? These guys are jokers. I cannot take them seriously anymore. I try to take them as a big deal, but I understand what they are. They are here, you know, I guess for all the battle royals or all the random ass matches, all the fillers. That's what they are here for. They're decent wrestlers, but all that they do is fill time up. That's it. So we're gonna get a sponsored Slim Jim stupid ass battle royal match, and in the match, we're gonna have the Brawling Brutes. We're gonna have LA Knight. I hate this. All right, I I hate this. Yeah. I know. True. It sounds ridiculous.
In the SummerSlam Battle Royal. And why don't we say next week we figure out who walks into SummerSlam with a little bit of momentum? So wait a minute. You're saying it's going to be me and this marble mouth? One-on-one? Yeah!
You know what is so stupid about it is that it's a it's not like a championship match. It's a battle royal match. And I'm pretty sure that 15 of the people are going to be able to enter the Slim Jim Battle Royal with no problem. But LA Knight and Sheamus have to go through all these hoops to get a spot on the card. What the heck? Or maybe get some momentum for the Battle Royal. What is happening here? Okay. Alright, so SummerSlam, I guess it's cool that they found a way to put these guys on the SummerSlam match, on the SummerSlam card. Some way or the other, they finally, were able to figure out a way to get these guys on SummerSlam. That's good. I guess we gotta be grateful what we, get. Beggars can be choosers, as they say. So I guess we gotta be happy that at least LA Knight, is on the SummerSlam card. Great callback by Sheamus. That's right, Tony. Yeah. And Sheamus hasn't changed in over a decade. Big props to him. I wish he was used better as AC. Yep, that's right. I still remember the first time that Sheamus was introduced and he defeated John Cena. Oh my goodness! I remember I was I was a little kid, I guess, right? I was just such a John Cena mark. I hate myself for it. But I was like getting ready to go somewhere. I can't even recall it. But I was just putting on my shoe and I was watching the show and John Cena and Sheamus were having this, I believe, a tables match for the WWE Championship. And I was like, no way in hell is John Cena losing to Sheamus. It's not happening. And then all of a sudden, John Cena falls off the second rope, the turnbuckle, and he falls on the damn table and the damn table breaks. And what that means is that Sheamus is now the new WWE Champion. And I just, in anger, took my shoe and threw it away. Because I could not tolerate the fact that Sheamus was going to be champion and that he beat John Cena for it. That's how big of a John Cena mark that I used to be. It's crazy. But yeah, good times. Sheamus has definitely not changed. Sheamus versus Knight. I take Knight as true. Me too, brother. Any time of the day, any day of the week, without a doubt. And here we are. We've got Karrion coming out with his lovely wife, Scarlett Bordeaux. This is a match that we're gonna get. I don't know what it's gonna lead to, but we've apparently got a feud going on between Luke Gallows and Karrion Kross, guys. Apparently. I don't know where this is gonna lead to. Again, that's right, Ricky. Here's my boy. If you guys haven't checked out my interview with Karrion Kross, make sure to do so. It's up on the channel. Anybody who's new to the channel, make sure to check out my interview with Karrion. Sweet stuff. The WWE has been doing this for ages. Put as many people as they can in one segment. That's right, brother Gary. You're totally right about that. But the surprising part is that this match, this Slim Jim Battle Royal, I'm pretty sure that the only reason why this Slim Jim Battle Royal is taking place on the SummerSlam card and not SmackDown, the pre-SummerSlam SmackDown, is because this Battle Royal is sponsored by Slim Jim, and they probably wanted this match to take place at SummerSlam and not SmackDown. That's the most likely the only reason why this match is taking place on the actual pay-per-view. Otherwise, if it were up to the WWE, I'm pretty sure that they would just squeeze this Battle Royal into the SmackDown before SummerSlam and just present it as a pre-SummerSlam SmackDown. That's what they would do. Or SummerSlam edition of SmackDown. Or Super Summer SmackDown. How do you know? But yeah, I'm pretty sure. I think we've got to thank Slim Jim for at least finding a way to have LA Knight on SummerSlam card. That's pretty cool. Nice BITSH slap from Jay. That's right. A battle royal for the US title? No, bro. It's just a Slim Jim battle royal for Slim Jims. You get a box of Slim Jims if you win. I don't think that you actually win even a box of Slim Jims, actually. That's sad. That's a sad part. But yes, it's a Slim Jim Battle Royal, that's right. Here comes Karrion Kross, that's right, Tony, that's right. AC, love that. Sick entrance in Scarlett. Guys, who's with me here? If it wasn't for Scarlett, do you think that Karrion would actually be in the WWE right now? Let me know. What do you think? Or would Karrion be so over in the independent circuit or amongst the fans? Would people care about Karrion Kross? Especially with that hairstyle that he's rocking these days? Let me know. let me know. Ricky says, no, AJ, it's not out of nowhere. Cross has been feuding with the OC for a while. Yes, they have been. I just don't know where it's going to lead to, true. Yeah, it's true. Even last week we saw an attack, on SmackDown. So it's been going on for a while. But what is it leading to is the question that I have in my mind. And now we have two meaningless battle royals, says Gary. Yep, that's right. That's right. A Slim Jim battle royal, the Honor of the Giant. Sadly to say that. Adrian, did you see The Dark Side of the Ring? It is about Bam Bam Bigelow. I haven't checked it out yet, Brother Nante, but if you recommend it to me, I will check it out soon. Slim Jim, a long-time sponsor. That's true. Slim Jim, who else is a long-time sponsor? Slim Jim's been around for, I think, as far as I can think, the first time that I actually saw a Slim Jim logo on the WWE television was back in, WrestleMania 26. I believe that was the first time ever that I saw a Slim Jim logo on WWE TV. They probably have been around even longer than that, but it's pretty cool to see a company so supportive, yeah, and it's cool. Let's see. Cross got to scrap the gimmick or creative or whatever. He will not. Cross is very passionate about being what he is. If you go to his website, he actually has a website up, right? And I will let you guys know exactly what the website is. KillerCross.com, I believe. KillerCross. Let's see. I'll let you guys know exactly what the website is, guys. But he has a website up. Yeah, that's right. It's called KillerCross.com. If you go to that website, you will find all about Killer Cross. All that, is in his head. You will find out about all the different characters that he's ever played in his entire life in wrestling. All of it's written by himself. He sat down, he wrote the whole website by himself. And when we were doing the interview, we actually went through all of those gimmicks as well. The guy is a genius or a psychopath in the head, whatever you might want to call him. But you can go to the website and read all about his brainchild. That is Killer Cross, that is Carrying Cross, that is the White Rabbit, everything that he's done. It's cool. But it's just a personal feud, AJ says true. AJ, you don't have to get so, aggressive about all the feuds. Sometimes people can just have personal feuds. That's right, true. I agree. Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. At least I feel like you're right, true. And there should be more personal feuds because it gives them more time, I guess, on TV and pay-per-views, right? If they don't have personal feuds, and if all the feuds were for titles or something, only the champions or the number one contenders would have TV time. So you're right about that, true. I actually got carried away, so you're right. Thank you for that, brother. I see Karrion Kross get a big push at Pete. My brother's gonna hate me for it. Are you watching it right now, brother? Are you? I don't know. But he's gonna hate me for it if I say it. Kross was set to defeat Hammerstone for the PCW Ultra Championship. Yeah, he was going to be the PCW Ultra Champion. It was set to happen. And, MLW, this is breaking news. Nobody knows this. So I'll tell you this right now. Don't leak this anywhere because it's information that you'll never see anywhere else. But Kross was offered by a certain company that does not require people to be under contract, to become their champion, and Kross declined. I'm not gonna name the company because it's gonna be chaotic for me. But Kross declined, and he said, "No, I will be the PCW Ultra Champion. That's what I'm scheduled to do." So he was excited about it. He was ready for it. But of course, then he was signed by WWE, which he had to, of course, accept. So he went over to the WWE, but he was actually supposed to be the PCW Ultra Champion, defeating Hammerstone for it. And for that, he declined another company's offer to become their champion. So that's that. Yep. So news that you probably just heard right now. Let's see. Thank goodness for President Nick Khan for giving the names for Anderson and Gallows, the Good Brothers. That's right, brother. It's good to see actually this guy coming out here with the Good Brothers T-shirt. Much better than the OC shirt. I'll tell you that. I was not a fan of the whole OC stuff. The Good Brothers, so cool, so good. Name approval, that is, says Tony. Absolutely, brother. Since the 80s is true, yep. Well, wait, since the 80s is, but anyways, true, says Scarlett does nothing. That's right. I was told by somebody in the independent circuit that, it's so funny. Scarlett Bordeaux on the Indies used to charge $2,000 per appearance, around that amount per appearance per night. That's how much he charged. That's how much Karrion charged. Karrion charged even more. 4,000, 6,000, depending on the show, depending on the night, depending on his relationship with the promoter, whatnot, right? So they charge a hefty amount. So I was actually talking to one of my friends in the industry, and, around the same time, they had booked Karrion and Scarlett to appear in the Ric Flair's last match, pay-per-view. That was also an independent pay-per-view. So they had booked both Karrion and Scarlett. So I asked my other promoter friend that, hey, so, this promotion has booked both Karrion and Scarlett, and you're only booking Karrion. Why are you not booking Scarlett? And they told me, AJ. It's so funny. They said, AJ, if I have to get somebody who looks as hot as Scarlett Bordeaux, I can get somebody for $100 or $200 to come out there and stand ringside in the corner of Karrion Kross, and the fans would be just as happy. So he said, I'm not paying $2,000 for just for somebody to look hot and sit ringside. So, yeah, it's funny. But yeah, Scarlett, just like True said, she does nothing, but she looks good. Yeah, that's right. But, of course, it's all for the optics. Just like Karrion says himself, it's all for the optics. Andrew says, I think Bam Bam Bigelow has been one of the saddest episodes. All right, brother. And Nautica, I will tune in then. I will tune in and we'll talk about it. Thank you for that. And here we are, Karrion Kross getting ready. By the way, this Sunday, I'm also posting a new video that's going to be actually a little bit of a research that I did. That video is going to be up this Sunday on YouTube, where you're going to be able to take a look at 11 pay-per-views that drew the lowest crowd in WWE history ever. So, there are pay-per-views from the 90s, there are pay-per-views even in the 2010s, as late as 2016, that drew some of the lowest crowd in WWE history. By the way, with that being said, Karrion Kross defeats. Oh my goodness, he still doesn't look angry. He still does not look happy. He's defeated Anderson, but here we are. Did not want the referee to raise his arm up in victory, but he was okay with his wife doing so. Good stuff. Karrion Kross gets the victory, but is still not done with the guy. Still has him in the chokehold. That's right. Andrew says MLW. I see. MLW gotta find any network. Andrew is so smart. I never said MLW, Andrew. I never said that MLW wanted Karrion to be champion. I never said that. But here we are. AJ Styles coming in for the rescue. Of course, we've already seen this match between Styles and Karrion. I would love to see a part 2 of it. Let's see. Okay, good stuff. And now we are in the back with Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, Paul Heyman, Tony Variera. Tony was saying at the beginning of the show that, what's new here is that Roman Reigns has come out with only one title and not the other two. And here we are now. In the back, we've got Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns, and you've got all the 3 titles in the back. Yeah, that's right. These guys love to have all the championships. That's right. It's so funny. But here we are. Jey Uso on his way out now. All right, Jey Uso on his way out. Wow, and the list of accomplishments for Jey Uso, nickname son of WWE Hall of Famer Rikishi, the only man to pin the Tribal Chief. Pretty cool accomplishments right there. They must be paying Mia pretty well to do nothing. Yeah, for sure. As they say, as long as they're getting that paycheck, they're happy. They're happy to be there, right? They're happy to be there, look good, smile, come out once in a while, and that's about it. Sit in the catering. I was talking to, those guys, Authors of Pain. They said, AJ, we really enjoyed the cookies in the back. They really gave out some very good cookies in the catering. But then they shut catering, and we were left stranded, and that's where it became a problem. We had no problem, being there and not being used on TV as long as the catering was there. But once the catering was gone, we did not want to be there. So, yeah. I don't know. Why do they have Mia Yim here? Maybe they just got Mia. I think Mia Yim was nothing more than a strategic recruitment. I think the only reason why they recruited Mia Yim and offered a big money contract, I'm assuming, is so that she would not go to AEW and join Keith Lee. Because there would have been a lot more money over there. They would have done big things over there. And they probably did not want that. They didn't want to make the product better. And that's why they just kept her away from Keith Lee in AEW. That's probably what they did. And I feel like it goes on on and on with a lot of other people that they actually have on the roster right now. Maybe even the Hit Row, you never know. They probably also got the Hit Row here for the same reason. They also got Braun Strowman for the same reason, because in AEW, Braun Strowman, without a doubt, would have been a big star, up there with Wardlow and the likes. But in the WWE, he's just here. He's only being used for live TV, for those, non-televised shows. That's it, the live shows that they call them, the house shows, and that's about it. It's a strategic recruitment. I'm pretty sure that they probably also use Mia Yim for those house shows, right? They get all the money out from the house shows, but yeah, they don't use them on TV because it's a strategic recruitment, what I feel. And let's see. All right, easiest title match to predict, but people just want to see the match play out, says True. Yeah. That's right. I think it's gonna be Roman, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I think that's easy enough. All right. With that being said, guys, we are now on commercial break again. Still to come, we've got AEW Rampage coming up in just about 22 minutes. Let's see what else do we have here. Wait a second. So we've got apparently. Oh, dear, I was just about to spill my cup of tea. But we're okay. All right. So we've got some new details on Vince McMahon's surgery, the spinal surgery that he underwent last week, the one that Ricky was talking about earlier. So Mr. McMahon underwent spinal surgery, as we know, and details have emerged about the procedure. Fightful is reporting that Mr. McMahon underwent 5 hours of successful back surgery, which of course is being described as a pretty significant one. What are you talking about? The dirt sheets, I tell you, they piss me off sometimes. All right. The article's headline said, are you kidding me? Okay, the article's headline said, new backstage details on the surgery, right? And when you do the actual article, all that it says is that the surgery has been described as significant, and it went on for 5 hours, and that anything else is unclear. That's it. Okay. There's nothing new here. Everybody knew this from the very get-go when TMZ put it out there, but okay. Alright. True says, Rhea Ripley is just hilarious at the house shows. Yeah, Rhea Ripley is awesome. What a transformation, by the way, from the blonde Aussie Rhea Ripley all the way to the Rhea Ripley that we have now. It's crazy. Australia had such a good girl, and America has such a bad girl in Rhea Ripley. I think America ruined her. I'm just kidding. All right, let's see. What else do we have? She started hanging out with the wrong people, right? Or with the right people, maybe with the right people. I think we gotta give Edge a lot of credit for it, because he's the one that put Rhea Ripley together with, the likes of Dom and of course Damien and Finn. Edge did it. Edge did that to Rhea. All right, let's see. So Ronda Rousey apparently left Fox's Star on the Mars reality show. I see. So basically, there's a show by Fox TV that is Stars on Mars, where a number of celebrities live together in a simulated Martian community. So it's basically in Australia, but they kind of simulate the look and feel of Mars, and they have a bunch of celebrities living there. It's like Big Brothers, but on a simulated Martian environment. But Ronda Rousey apparently has left the show. She has left the show voluntarily. Apparently she was in the show. And let's see. Oh, she was on the show, but she left the show voluntarily because she missed her daughter too much. And usually people leave the show when they're voted out. But she left the show on her own because she missed her daughter, and she just wants to be there for her daughter, and that's why she left the show and she's coming back home. So that's that as far as Ronda Rousey is concerned. Now we know why she hasn't been on TV, yeah? Ron DMG, my brother, good to see ya. Welcome back. Great to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Don't be sorry. I'm grateful for you to be here. Good to see ya. Ron DMG says, sorry late, just got back from the lake with my daughter. Needed that. That's awesome. Once again, I acknowledge you. I hope you had a great time. Lake time sounds like a great time. That's lovely, brother. And here we are, Grayson Waller coming out in full force. He is going to be fighting Jey Uso here tonight. Of course, definitely not a good idea. Jey Uso already is hurt. He's, and he was emotionally hurt. So you don't want to mess with somebody who's emotionally hurt because you don't know where their head's at, what they're thinking, what kind of a mindset they are in right now. So Jey Uso definitely is going to be using Grayson Waller as a punching bag here tonight. Hopefully Waller doesn't annoy him too much. But, just looking at Waller, his outfit, everything that he does is so annoying. I would beat the living crap out of him right now if I could. And I'm smiling right now, and I'm sitting thousands of miles away too, so that's that. The Miz is better than Grayson Waller, and it says Tony. That's a hot take. That's a hot take. Miz, though, has been here for years. It's crazy to think about it, but Miz has been here for 20 years, if I'm not wrong, or a little shy of 20 years, but he's been here a long time. Crazy. It's crazy. Waller just came in. He's got a lot to prove. To be better than the Miz, you've got to stick around for at least half that period. So, a lot to prove here from Waller. Miz has 20 years head start. That's right, true. It's crazy, right? Crazy. We always give a lot of credit. We were just talking about, AC was talking about Sheamus and how he hasn't changed all these years. We give a lot of credit to likes of Bobby Lashley, who, by the way, has not aged a day since, the 2003, 2004. He has been the same all these years as well. Literally has not aged. Kofi Kingston has not aged. Right? All these, Big E has not aged. We forget the Miz. The Miz, I believe, has matured, right? He's gotten bigger. He's got better hair. He's got a good wife, and he's got a good family. He's a good guy. He's sweet. But he hasn't aged either. He looks just as good. He moves just as well. He talks just as good. Miz is awesome. Hey, Kenneth, good to see you. Welcome. It's been a while. Good to see you. And gotta be ahead for Waller to get first main event roster W. That's right. Yeah, that's right. Let's see if he's actually gonna get one tonight. Definitely don't think so, but you're right, Run DMG. It seems like it's gonna be hard indeed. Mrs. Money, says Run DMG. I think so too, brother. Absolutely. It does look like Mrs. Money. And here we are. Kenneth, once again, welcome back. Thank you for welcoming me back as well. Great to see you. And here we are once again. Grayson Waller with a big shot to the back of Jey Uso. Jey Uso in trouble. Waller grabs him from his hair, pulls him up to his feet here. Uso, angry, headbutts him right there, picks him up, and a body slam to Waller. Waller down hard. Jey Uso, one more time, I've got to mention it. The white hair only makes you look more mature, wiser, and I guess even brutal than ever. You talk about Jey Uso right now with a little white showing off in his beard, it just makes him look more mature and more fitting for the tribal chief position. It's cool. And now a few shots after shot after shot to Grayson Waller, who rolls away from Jey Uso for safety. Uso walking over to Waller. Waller catching him off guard here with a knee strike to the gut. One more time, two more times, and Uso now flat down at the mat. In trouble. We still have 15 more minutes before the show's going to be over. By the way, I've got to thank everybody for being here. It's been a great episode of SmackDown. Really has been quite meaningful, I feel. It's done some build-up. We now know that we're going to get a Slim Jim Battle Royal, at SummerSlam, and LA Knight is going to be in it, Sheamus is going to be in it, Butch is going to be in it, Ridge Holland is going to be in it. So it's cool to see that. By the way, speaking of Ridge Holland, did he ever reactivate his Twitter, or is he still off Twitter? Are we still calling Twitter Twitter, or are we calling it the X now? What are we calling it? Nothing meaningful will happen in this match, sister. Absolutely not. You're right, true. You're right. And here we are. Okay, speaking of meaningful, coming out here is the tribal chief. He's gonna distract him, is he not? But I now remember, Broman, are you still here? Broman messaged me earlier that he sent me something funny on Twitter. So I've got to take a look at it now. I forgot about it earlier. Let's see. Alright, so... oh my goodness. Holy crap, wait a second.
I dream about that every night. Sometimes it keeps me up and I can't sleep. But because he's no longer with us, R.I.P. Eddie.
My goodness, that's Dominic Mysterio? Oh, goodness. Wow. Dominic. If I could, I would just punch him in the nose right now, make him bleed. Did he really just say that? Oh, wow. What a heel. What a guy, right? What a guy. I don't know how does he keep a straight face after saying all of that? So he was asked if he misses his father, and he said he does. He sleeps, he cries at night as well. but he cannot help it because of course he's no longer with him, and that's Eddie. So he says R.I.P. Eddie. Dominic is hilarious. That's funny. But Ricky says Roman is back. That's right. Roman is indeed back. Okay, this is interesting. So we got Booker T here, who is once again revealed. I'm pretty sure he's done it before as well. I'm certain that he has done it before. But apparently he has once again revealed his Mount Rushmore of pro wrestling. I am certain that he has done it like 10 times before. But okay, let's take a look at it again. He says you've got Ric Flair. Hogan is there as well. So he says Ric Flair, Hogan. It's crazy that he's got Hogan in there as well, right? It's crazy. Okay, but I guess all the sins aside, Hogan has done a lot for the industry, and I guess it's hard to not look at it. Sorry about that. So Hogan, Flair, who else is there in the Mount Rushmore? Let's see. Ricky Steamboat, Piper. Cool. So that's 4. It's 4 people. You got 4 people on the Mount Rushmore. Okay, cool. All right, let's see. So the 4 people that he has on the Mount Rushmore is Hogan. You've got Ric Flair. You've got Piper, and you've got who else was the 4th person? Ricky Steamboat. That's cool. That's a sweet list. Hogan is surprising though. It's surprising to see. I'm surprised to see Hogan there. But anyways, did you guys hear this conspiracy theory about Mount Rushmore? I heard it recently, and I was quite surprised. There's a conspiracy theory that there's a secret 5th face that's carved into Mount Rushmore. Not sure where, but there's a conspiracy theory about that as well. I believe there's a conspiracy theory about everything. It's funny. Anyways, let's see what else do we have here. True says because he's kayfabe humping Rhea. That's right. He's having the time of his life. Booker respects Hogan's work. Yeah, again, with Hogan, it's that, again, sins aside, he has done so much that, I guess you have to, if you're just looking at the wrestling work that he's done a lot for the industry. So, yeah, I guess it's hard to ignore all the accomplishments and all the work done over there from Hogan. But it's sad, I was talking to JTG, and JTG told me that he always looked up to Hulk Hogan as a hero. He loved Hogan. But, it was like watching his childhood hero take away the one thing that he loved, right? The hero himself. And JTG said that he has not been able to forgive Hogan. He says that the apology that Hulk Hogan offered did not do it for him. He said if Hulk Hogan was truly apologetic and he truly meant something, he should have maybe contributed something, should have given away some charity, should have done some charity work, should have donated for kids' education, something like that. But he did nothing. So JTG said because he did not help the community, but because he did not go out there and do something more than just say sorry, he has not been able to forgive him. So that's that. Let's see. Crazy Hulk Hogan is 70, says Run DMG. Yep, that's right, brother. It is insane. And damn Rushmore, add as many people as he wants is true. Yeah, that's right. You're right about that. My Mount Rushmore is Ric Flair, Harley, Gary. Yeah, I respect that. I mean, it's Harley Race. I believe should be on. Really, if there were ever to be an official Rushmore for wrestling, I feel like Harley Race should be there. His face definitely should be there. 100% agree with that. And Hulk Hogan and The Undertaker. Again, great list, Gary. Great list. I think I got goosebumps reading those names. That's awesome. Hogan's matches in Japan were way better than... I've got something else to talk about here. You're right, True. No, his matches outside of the WWE were great. I've heard that from a few people, actually. You're right. And we'll talk about it in just a second. But right now, Grayson Waller beating the holy crap out of Jey Uso. Just punching him in the back of the head over and over again. Roman Reigns staring down from the ramp. We got Mustafa saying Hulk Hogan is a legendary wrestler. He was good back in the days. That's right. Yeah. And I don't watch Hogan's pockets. I don't know what he did or didn't do after apologizing. That's right, True. That's sweet. Yeah. Anyways, here we are. So it's gonna go for the super kick to Jay. Jay with a nice dodge, super kicking Grayson Waller, and now followed that up with an uppercut. A lot of times people saying that, you know, that's how it should be. Donation. If you're making a donation, if you're doing some charity work, it should be silent. You know, over here, there's a saying that if you're donating something, if you're doing some charity work, your one pocket should not get to know what the other pocket donated. That's how it should be. So it should be very silent. Should not be showing it off. So who knows? Maybe he did some donation, you know, in the dark. Who knows? Maybe not for PR. Maybe he actually legitimately did some donation. You never know. You never know. So True has a good point. And here we are. Of course, a beautiful move here from Jey Uso, throwing out that shoulder pad. Tribute to The Rock, of course. If Macho Man ain't on the list, it doesn't matter. I like that, brother. What about, how do you picture this, Run DOG? 20 years later, Mount Rushmore, Macho Man, and right next to him, Orange Cassidy. I just said that to piss Run DFG off. I know he loves Orange Cassidy a lot. If James was here, he would be so happy to hear that. Alright, but here we are. Jey Uso staring that at Roman. Roman still not looking very happy. Does Solo Sikoa ever get tired of standing all the time? And even Paul Heyman? I mean, how old is Paul Heyman? His knees have got to be hurting after standing for hours and hours while Roman Reigns just sits, right, comfortably. How old is Paul Heyman? 62? 57. Wow. 57. All right. All right. Okay. Booker has given Randy Savage his flowers. That's sweet. And here we are. Jey Uso climbing to the top. Nice frog splash on Grayson Waller, going for the cover, and is it gonna be it? No, it's not. Wait, is it it? Crazy. Wait a second. I was looking at the time, and I saw 7 minutes are still left, and I was like, hey, 7 minutes are left. Match is not getting over just yet, but it did get over, which means is that we've got 7 minutes left. Roman will step into the ring now, right? Or are we going off the air soon? Are we going off the air earlier than expected? And Ricky's not happy. Ricky with the big no right there. I see that, Ricky. Got 7 minutes left. Oh, here we are, of course. Solo Sikoa coming in here. Of course, Roman Reigns did not want to get involved. He sent his henchman. He sent in Solo Sikoa. That's right, Ricky. Some things, they never change. Solo's such a cool man, right? Such a cool, casual guy. He's great. Roman Reigns takes off his belt. He sees his cue. He gets in there, and Jey with a spear to Roman Reigns. Some things I believe do change now. After this, I guess I've got to say that some things do change. Roman Reigns has been speared hard from Jey Uso. Jey Uso now climbing to the top. Reigns in trouble. Uso is climbing to the top. Oh dear. Solo coming in from behind, pushing Uso off the top turnbuckle, sending him more to the ropes. Yeah, Jey Uso is down, and Solo is just going to pick up the pieces. That's right, Ricky. If Hogan is prime versus Roman, who will win? Hogan or Roman? Hogan or Roman? Hogan's got the leg drop. Yeah, you got Roman Reigns, who's got the massive spear. I think Hulk Hogan. You know, he's got those pythons that Roman Reigns does not. So I've got to say Hogan, yeah. I think so. Let's see. Let me know what you guys think, though. Come on, Roman, get up, says Ricky. Crew says hilarious. Okay. Wow, the one person who's not laughing right now for certain is Jey Uso. 8 out of 10 from Gary. I like that. Solo is gonna kill Jey. Oh my. Wait, you're asking Solo to kill Jey? That's a bit too brutal, Ricky. All right. Oh, wow. Quite a move right there. I think that was the first time that we saw this, right? A combined Samoan spike plus spear. I can get used to that. I can get used to this kind of destruction here. With Solo Sikoa hitting the Samoan spike and Roman Reigns hitting the spear. I can get used to it. Why not? Whoever wants to win. That's right, true. Absolutely. 7.5 out of 10 from Tony. I'm going to give tonight's show, actually, I'm going to give it a... Tough. I will give the show a 6.5 9 out of 10. I'm gonna steal it from True. True usually gives it a 6.9. I'll give it the same tonight. I feel it was an okay show, not bad. With a few dull moments, so I'm gonna give it a 6.9 overall. But a sweet show, sweet show. Again, they're still not done. You know, they realize we still have 5 minutes left before we're gonna go off the air. So we're gonna go for a second round of it. Again, a combined Samoan Spike plus beer, and Jey Uso is done for. Yeah. By the way, all this happened and Grayson Waller is still laid out over there ringside. Poor Grayson Waller. Oh dear. Do you guys remember there was a clip of Randy Orton that went viral a few years ago where he was laid out ringside? And then Raw was about to go off the air, so he was asking people sitting ringside, is it off? Is it over? And somebody told him, yeah, it's over. And Randy Orton just got right up and went to the back. Randy Orton is the chillest guy in the room. He really is so chill. He keeps it real. Randy keeps it real. He's got no filters. Randy's great. Okay, with that being said, guys, Jey Uso. That's right. Good night, Jay. Good night, Jay. Have a good nap. And with that being said, we are now going off the air. Just like that, we are going off the air. Sweet show. Not a bad show. That's right, Ricky. Now it's time for Rampage. So let's get into it. Let's watch Rampage. I will have to tune in. Let's get my... Because Rampage doesn't air live here, so I've got it, you know, as you guys know, shady websites. So we'll have to get over there on the shady website. Let's go. Jay has no change. Beat Roman at SummerSlam, says Ricky. Yep. Oh, wow. Ricky says Jay has no chance of beating Roman Reigns at SummerSlam. I see that, brother. I see that now. Okay. Well, I don't think so either. I think that Jey Uso is going to be losing and Roman Reigns is going to be walking away champion. But the question is Jimmy returning at SummerSlam, or is he going to wait until maybe after SummerSlam? When is Jimmy returning? That's the question right now, I guess. Jay will stand tall next Friday, says True. Yeah, for sure. You know, alternate weeks, and also next week is the go home show for SummerSlam. So it makes sense that Jay will be standing tall next week because he will be going down at SummerSlam itself. And Mustafa gives the show a 5 out of 10. All right, I see that. Broman says, damn, had an error in the chat this entire time. Really? What happened, bro, man? I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to hear that. Man, YouTube better get its act together. I'm sorry that you had an error in the chat. Sorry about that, brother. AJ, my comment has problem on live chat. What problem are you guys facing on the live chat, guys? Let me know. Because YouTube says I will reach out to YouTube and see if it, you know, I'll try to get it fixed. Let me know what problem are you facing in the live chat. That's right. Who won the LWO match? Run DMG, brother. It's a great question. So what happened in the LWO match was that we went to a commercial break. And when we came back from the commercial break, we saw Rey Mysterio was laid out side of the ring and was being checked by the referee and a doctor. Then Michael Cole on commentary said that Rey Mysterio is being looked on right now. Has been checked out by the doctors. There's something going on. He was hurt. Then they started giving us replays of Santos Escobar diving to the outside and on Rey Mysterio, and Rey Mysterio's head just bouncing off the floor, of the ringside floor, right? And they kept giving us those recaps. And ultimately, it turned out that Rey will not be able to continue this match because he's hurt. So basically the match ended right there, and the victory was given to Santos Escobar, who will now be challenging Austin Theory for the US Championship. So I, you know, just like I usually do, I fell for it. And I was like, oh my goodness, I hope that Rey gets better soon, only for True to open my eyes and tell me that AJ, hold up AJ, don't get too excited. This was a way for WWE to give Santos Escobar a victory, and also not having him pin Rey Mysterio. And I think it makes sense. You know, again, we don't know if it was real or not. We don't know if Rey Mysterio was actually hurt or not. No confirmation on that. But I think this makes a lot more sense that, you know, they probably did this whole angle to let Santos Escobar win without him having to pin Rey Mysterio. I think that was what happened right there. But let's see. I just noticed at the last minute, but it was said error in red. Really? I'll take a look, bro, man. I will reach out to YouTube, you know, today itself, and I'll see that this doesn't happen in the future. Sorry about that. That's right. Okay, I'll see. Yeah, comments probably not going through. So if you guys are thank you for letting me know that you guys are having the trouble. if you could also give me a screenshot of it next time, right? If you have a trouble like that, just send me a screenshot of it on Twitter or Instagram, whatever you can, and I will also attach that screenshot in my complaint to YouTube, so they can get it fixed. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. It's not good. That's right. Yes, technical glitches can happen. Like we cannot. There's nobody to be blamed here, but just I guess. YouTube, so we'll reach out. That's okay. And anyways, here we are. Rampage about to begin here. All right, let me know, guys, once again. Yeah, if any problems at all with YouTube or anything, just we'll fix it. We'll get it fixed. And thank you once again for all the love, for all the support. And James in the house, my brother. Good to see you, James. Run DMG was missing you all this time. Great to see you, James. Welcome. David, once again, a very happy birthday to you. I hope you have a great time. Celebrate big. And also keep a piece of cake for me because I'm going to come tomorrow and I'm going to have my piece, all right? So have a good night. Take care. Happy birthday once again. And enjoy your time, David. Much love to you. Ricky says, for me, a second. Probably started this week early. All right. Yeah. Ricky, just next time it happens, just send me a screenshot, yeah? With that being said, Rampage is now on the air, and we're starting out with a scramble, it seems. Yeah. The show is underway. Man, the one problem that I have with this guy, Satnam Singh, right? He's a super duper heel. Right, and he has such a good name. He has a beautiful name. So Satnam, what it means is that true is the name of God. That's what it means. And for such a bad guy to have such a beautiful name, it doesn't sit well with me at all. All right, but here we are. Rampage is now underway, starting off with a scramble. Yeah. I like to call these a scrambled egg matches, but it's a big tag team battle royal that's happening right now with the winners. The winners of this match basically are going to be facing the winners of Saturday's Collision World Tag Team Championship match between the FTR and, of course, MJF and Adam Cole. So let's see what's going to be happening. FTR, Adam Cole, whoever wins, whichever team wins this Saturday night, are going to be facing the winners of this battle royal. We shall see. And tag team battle royal, winning team will get a shot at Saturday's winners. That's right, true. That's correct. I kind of want Brian Cage's team to win. Brian Cage and Marcy, right? I want these two to win. I see a lot of potential in Brian Cage. I always did, but All right, Ricky, have a good night. Take care and enjoy the birthday with David. ROH was good last night, says James. I heard that Impact was great. I heard ROH was great. And that's why, James, from next week, we're actually going to be watching both the shows starting Thursday. So, looking forward to it, my brother. But here we are. We've got some big kicks here. Once, twice. Oh, my gosh. Wow. Beautiful stunner. Brian Cage once again. You cannot overlook this guy. As he stands in the ring, he demands attention. Brian Cage, first of all, big guy, mohawk. Then you've got the bright red and yellow colors. This guy is demanding attention, and I love it. I love it. W. Morrissey now with a big boot to the face. I forgot. We don't call him W. Morrissey anymore, do we? We call him Big Bill, right? So Big Bill with a big boot to the face. Oh, dear. I feel like W. Morrissey was just an okay name. I was okay with it. But oh my goodness, wait a second. Made a big mistake. 1, 2, and 3 right here. Oh my goodness, wait. Let's do it again. 1, 2, and 3. Here we are. Okay. Actually, let me do it again. Oh, that's a little technical glitch, I guess. All right. Let's do it again. 1, 2, and 3. And here we are. Okay, cool stuff. Cool. That was a little bit of technical glitches. But here we are. AEW, we're ringside for the show, of course, as always. Doing Collision tomorrow? Yes, doing Collision tomorrow, James. We're going to be here for Collision. If the Hardys win, they will face the FTR all out. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. But here we are. Looking for another elimination. Jay Lethal, though. Getting in there. Yeah, I see Brian Cage and Big Bill winning, guys. Let me know what do you think. Which team is going to win this match? But for me, I feel like it's going to be Cage and Bill. For sure, for certain. Let me know what you guys think, guys. And Broman says, you've been watching too much of I Dream of How did you know? How did you know? That is so funny. Yeah, it's I Dream of Ginny is such a great show. You know, but even before, I believe that show used to air even before I was born, right? Very, very old show. Great show. And yeah, my siblings told me about it, and then I tuned in. It was a great show. Great show. Some shows are always like classic shows. You'd have to talk about I Dream of Ginny. Then you've got, there was another one. I can't even recall. Such old shows. Great times. You're kind of hitting me in the nostalgia vein right now. You know, that's a nostalgic song. Yeah, super old. Good show indeed. Yeah, there's like some shows I remember from my own childhood. You got Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. You had That's So Raven. Those were the shows that I grew up with personally, and I loved them. Disney Channel OGs, of course. Great shows. Yeah. You don't get me started with the nostalgia stuff, bro, man, because I do not stop. It's crazy how much wrestling on TV nowadays. That's right, Run DMG, my brother. Nowadays, we're not even looking at one wrestling show per day. We're looking at multiple, and some of them simultaneously going up against each other. It's crazy. A great time to be a wrestling fan, but also a super confusing and at times overwhelming times to be a wrestling fan. You've got a lot of content. This is not just, we're not just talking about content that's on TV. More than the content that's on TV is content that's present online. I'm talking about people like myself. There are so many content creators now on wrestling. It's insane. Yeah, it is really insane. There's so much wrestling. It truly is, I believe, a great time to be a wrestling fan, right? It's crazy. And here we are. I'm saying right now, center of the ring, of course, standing tall here. Yeah, Gary says, I've been hearing the Hardys want one more run before the tie. Yes, they do, Gary. You've been hearing right. I've been hearing the same, brother. I mean, I'll be fine with it. They want one more run, give them one more run, and then they retire. Yeah, and become coaches. I feel like they should definitely turn into coaching. They would be great coaches, great mentors, and will, you know, definitely pave the way for future stars. See, 3 companies is my favorite, though. 3 companies. Okay, so Broman says 3 companies is favorite. I'm saying AEW, WWE, and the third one. The third one's always hard to guess, right? I would say, I don't know, just taking a wild guess right now. Is it GCW, Broman? Big Bill and Satnam will face off, is true, without a doubt, brother, without a doubt. And then you've got Brian Cage will step in most likely. By the way, Hardy going after Satnam. Mustafa says Disney's my childhood cartoon. Disney was, I mean, definitely my childhood too, brother. Going to sell all my tickets in my passport is 4 to 5 months backed up. Oh dear. I get that. James, my brother, I get that totally. I 100% get that. You know, it sucks when you got the problems with immigration and whatnot. It's terrible. That was one of the reasons why I could not commute to WrestleMania this year. But hopefully next year, guys, I'll be there. You know, I will be getting my travel visa very, very soon. And, renewed that too. I already had it, but it just got expired during the pandemic. And, they had such a big waiting line and the embassy, for renewal and stuff. Like, if you apply for a visa today, you've got to wait 270 days plus to actually get your application processed. So after waiting for over 300 days in my case, because I applied in the midst of the shutdown and whatnot, the lockdown. So finally, the dates arrived, almost arrived, when the paperwork's got to be processed, and I will get it renewed. So if everything goes, as planned, next year WrestleMania, I'll see some of you there. Hopefully, I'm thinking Matt Hardy would be a great writer. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, the Woken stuff. hopefully, I don't know. It could be either very good or very bad. I mean, Broken was great. Woken was a mess. So, very good or very bad. It depends on the execution. It depends on if the people that he's, sharing his ideas with get it. Because, of course, it seems like the WWE guys do not get the whole Broken stuff. They really broke. They really indeed broke it. So that's that. Hardys are winning this is true. I want Cage to win it, but I understand why True says Hardy. Hardy makes a lot of sense, right? You can imagine, a match here between the Hardys and, of course, the current champions would make headlines. And you can also imagine a match between the Hardys and MJF and Adam Cole would make headlines, without a doubt. So, yeah, it makes sense why the Hardys would win this thing, even though Brian Cage and Big Bill should. Hardys will. You're right about that, True. I hate it, but it's true. Lol, no threes companies in an old show for... Oh, I see. I thought you said 3 companies. I see. I'll have to check it out. I don't know about that show, brother. I will check it out. There's a show that I don't know if you wonder. I wonder if you know about this show. The show's name, actually, is Small Wonder. I don't know if anybody knows this show or has heard about it. I'm sure somebody must have heard about it, right? Small Wonder. Does anybody know this show? This was like the first ever TV show that I watched in my entire life. The first ever comedy, I guess, that I was ever introduced to. Small Wonder. It's true. Also introduced to me, by my family, my siblings, my parents. A great show, Small Wonder. I don't know if anybody's ever heard about it. Let me know if you have. Let me know. Bro, man, don't let me down. WWE for Life says, Dron DMG, I like that, brother. Yeah, it sucks. They have a huge backup line right now. They're going to be years catching up. Yeah, it's all because of the shutdown, right? That they had this backlog and stuff. And over here we are, Big Bill. Nice. Elimination here. We've still got the Hardy Boys here in the ring. Matt Hardy is obsolete without Jeff Hardy. Currently in this day and age, after reaching this point in his career, Matt Hardy needs Jeff Hardy to be around. They both need... I don't know if Jeff Hardy needs Matt Hardy, but Matt Hardy certainly needs Jeff Hardy to be around, to be relevant, and get some big matches, get some TV time, and get some attention from the fans. Alone, Matt Hardy gets into weird stuff like, I don't even know, those staircase promos and whatnot that he did back in the day. Yeah, Matt Hardy, the Hardy family business, whatever the heck that he used to do, he needs Jeff Hardy to be around, for certain. By the way, Matt Hardy has been eliminated. Just like I said, I don't know if Jeff Hardy needs Matt Hardy. And, we'll just get to know the answer right now because Jeff Hardy now is going after Satnam Singh by himself. Jeff is surviving, yes, right, true. Well, damn my pick. Wait a second. Is Jeff going to be eliminated too? Oh my goodness. Here we are. Jeff is going to go for the Swanton Bomb on Satnam. Satnam's so sloppy. He reminds me... I don't know if I want to say no offense or not, but I'll say this. It's terrible. He overdoes his selling so badly. It's terrible. He reminds me of Khali, guys. I think he reminds me of Khali with the top on. Khali never had a top on. He had long hair. Satnam Singh instead has short hair and has his top on. That's about it. But he really does remind me of Khali. He's not good in the ring. He doesn't say, oh my, Jeff Hardy been eliminated too? Oh, well, damn your pick, True. Damn your pick. You're behind age. Sorry about that, True. Well, I guess my pick's gonna win, right? Because nowhere the Butcher and the Blade gonna win this match. It's gonna be Brian Cage, Big Bill. Let's go. Let's go. That's right. Let's go. We're all here rooting for Brian Cage and Big Bill. That's for certain. Yeah. By the way, guys, since SummerSlam is coming up, I was thinking that we should do a giveaway, right? And because actually, I was not really thinking all this while. Once we started the stream tonight, in the chat was Moons 22. He pops in, every time I do something related to gaming and stuff. So he popped in. And he said that he's been begging his parents to get Duke 23. And that made me feel like maybe we should do a giveaway. So I was thinking that what should we do a giveaway for? Should we do a giveaway for like Amazon credit? Or should we do a giveaway for a game or a PlayStation Store or Xbox Store credit? What do you guys recommend? Let me know. Share some suggestions so we can think about what giveaway should we do with SummerSlam coming up. Let me know, guys. And let's see what else do we have here. I enjoy Rosa's Mission Pro, says James. Yeah. Get that. And here we are now, Butcher and Blade going after Big Bill. Brian Cage coming right up. Is your volume low? Oh, James, sorry about that. Let's see. I think I was sitting a little bit far away from the microphone, so this should be okay. Is it better, James? Let me know. And here we are now, targeting Brian Cage. Brian Cage now once again in control. grabs his arm, twists it up, sends him face first into the mat. I am a little bit behind, guys, though. I'm a little bit behind, so disclaimer. And looking for the elimination on the Butcher. Blade coming in, stopping Brian Cage in his attempts to eliminate Butcher. Brian Cage with a beautiful... Oh. He's got to go for the spinning elbow strike, but Blade one step ahead. Terrible. Big Bill better do something. You know, speaking of Big Bill, he's big. But, you know, at least he can wrestle, unlike Satnam or Kali or all the other big guys that we've seen in the past and present. Big Bill is an exception because he's big, he's tall, you know, he's huge, but he can wrestle, he can move in the ring, he can run around, he can do stuff. I like Big Bill, I do. Boot to the face once again, to the Butcher. Big Bill on fire right now. Week trip India. Wait. Week trip India. Wait a second, Run DMG. What do you mean? Are you coming to India for a week? Is that what you mean? Is that what you just said? Is that right? Let me know, Run DMG. But here we are once again, taking out the Blade, Brian Cage and Big Bill working well together. That is so cool. And with that being said, elimination. Blade been eliminated right there. Butcher isn't bad either. Yeah, that's right. Butcher is not bad either. You're right, brother. And now Brian Cage gonna go for an elimination. The prize. I got excited. Okay, Run DMG is coming here. We're gonna be doing a live watch along together. Run DMG and myself. But okay, all right, cool. There we are. Big chops here, left and right, and now series of elbow strikes to Brian Cage. Big Bill's. Oh my goodness! I don't know if Brian Cage is gonna be pissed at that. This will prove to us how short-tempered is Brian Cage. Or how short-tempered is Big Bill, because Butcher is outsmarting everybody right now. That's crazy. Is Butcher single-handedly gonna win this match? I hope not. To be honest with you guys, I've got nothing against Butcher and the Blade. They're both great wrestlers, really, I guess, tough opponents, and actual threats to anybody who's tag team champions. But I feel like Butcher and the Blade versus FTR, or Butcher and the Blade versus Adam Cole and MJF, does not seem as appealing of a match on paper as these guys versus Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy, or these guys versus Brian Cage and this guy Big Bill would have. So I don't want Butcher and the Blade to win, and here we are, Brian Cage and Big Bill with the elimination, I believe. Sloppy, but they get the job done. They get the victory. Good stuff. So Big Bill and Brian Cage are victorious, and they are going to be fighting the winners of, the collision match that's going to be happening tomorrow night between FTR and MJF and Adam Cole. So it's going to be happening tomorrow night. We shall see who it's going to be. But we've got WMRC, or Big Bill and Brian Cage, qualifying to fight the champions. That's great. This is great. I'm happy. And you know what? My prediction turned out to be true. I'm excited about this. Also, I love the fact that Brian Cage literally wears collision colors every single night. I like that. I like Cage a lot. I feel like both of these guys, I've seen a lot of improvement in both of them. Both the guys I do not care about much. But now they've both won me over, and that's a big thing. It really is a big thing. That's right. And I'll come through one day, though, if India will have me. That's right. That's lovely. Run DMG. I'll be waiting. But hopefully next year, WrestleMania, I'll see some of you there. I'm not joking. Hopefully, we should make travel plans. If everything works as plans, and once they have the WrestleMania tickets, I believe the WrestleMania tickets are up on sale already. Are they? Wait a second. Are they up on sale already, guys? WrestleMania 40 tickets, or are they gonna go on sale in August? That's right, August 18th, guys. I'm not kidding right now. August 18th, right? Yeah, I'm not joking. If you guys want to attend WrestleMania 40 next year, let's book the tickets together. Like, literally. Let's book them together. Let's attend WrestleMania together next year. I'm not even kidding right now. Let's do it. All right, let's see. Cage and Bill winning tells us who will win tomorrow. Absolutely. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Is that a sign of things to come? Okay, Jay, True, let me know. What do you think? Who do you think is going to win tomorrow? Because it tells me nothing. I'm a little slow, So let me know. What do you think? Who's winning tomorrow? I think it's going to be FTR. But let me know, True, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, or if I'm thinking what you're thinking. Let me know. All right, let's see. Brian Cage. But sweet show. I mean, I feel pampered tonight because we got a sweet SmackDown and we got a great opening to Rampage as well. So I feel a little bit pampered right now by all this great wrestling on TV. It's great. All right, let's see though. Brian Cage, AEW contract status. We've got True here asking if Brian Cage signed an extension. So on the 14th of April was, I believe, the latest that we heard about Brian Cage and his status with AEW. So it says that Fightful broke the news that Brian Cage has signed a new multi-year deal that will keep him with AEW and Ring of Honor for years to come. There you go. So we could be looking at our next potential champion. Dave Meltzer noted in the Wrestling Observer Radio that Cage has signed a 5-year deal. 5-year deal. 5 years. Crazy. That's great. Okay, 5-year deal to remain with AEW. So he's here until 2028, guys. He'll be here, and even when we enter 2030, the next chapter. Okay, Fightful has confirmed the report that AEW has an option for 60. Holy crap! So 5 years deal signed, and they have an option for a 60-year extension too. So 2029. That's crazy. That's crazy. The new contract would appear to be the longest. So this is the longest contract that he's ever signed. He's been wrestling for 19 years, and this is the longest contract, the longest length here that he's ever signed. That is crazy. Beautiful stuff. It tells you that he really likes it here in AEW, does he not? It's cool. All right, Ron Didi says, I really want to go to Philly, brother. Me too, brother. NFTR, yes, he signed. Rush also re-signed, says James. That's good news from all the corners for AEW. I thought so, says True. It's good for him. And he fits. They're using him well. I mean, we've all seen Brian Cage hustling, working hard, grinding on the independent scene. It's good to see him enjoying some success. And I feel like this partnership with Big Bill and Brian Cage is mutually beneficial, and it works both ways here. They really bring out the best in each other. It's much better than that Enzo Amore guy. You know, he's a good partner for Big Bill, that's for certain. Cage basically said that's right, and good thing that he said that, because if he was in the WWE right now, he would be lost, to be honest. Like much like Karrion Kross, much like Braun Strowman, he would be doing live shows mostly. So good stuff. He's made for AEW. Good decision right there from Brian Cage. Anyways, guys, still the commercial going on. Talk about feeling pampered. I don't feel so pampered anymore after all this commercial. All right, let's see. What else do we have coming up, though? We've got Commander versus Kip Sabian coming up. And, the only reason why I look forward to a Kip Sabian match is because we get to see Ford with Kip. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm kidding. But we've got Matt Taven and Mike Bennett also, who are going to be in action. All right. And we got Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose, the match that everybody's been talking about. I believe the main event tonight as well. It's going to be Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose. That's going to happen tonight. And everybody expects, I believe, for Hikaru Shida to beat up Nyla Rose, and I do expect the same. Dynamite 200 should be good. That's right, next week, 200 episodes of Dynamite. Crazy how quickly does time fly by. 200 already. And I'm already loving the graphics that they're using. They're using the OG graphics. I would, again, I'm a sucker for nostalgia, right? You guys probably already can see it. I'm a sucker for nostalgia. I would love it so much if they were to bring back like the OG Dynamite arena, with the two entrance ways and all that. I would love if they would bring that back for one night only to celebrate Dynamite 200. I would love that. I know it's not going to happen, but I would love it. Cage should be heavyweight champion. Christian, you got me right there, Ron DMG. You got me right there. I was like, okay, this is great. Even Run DMG agrees with me. And he's also all on board the whole Brian Cage hype train. But then Run DMG pulls a number on me and James and everybody else and says that Christian Cage should be the champion. All right. Sly. All right, here we are now. Commander on his way out. Stuff. Wow. Coming out with Alex Abrahantes. That last name is long. Guys, I asked a question a few minutes ago. Nobody answered me this question. I've been trying to find an answer everywhere. So are we still calling Twitter Twitter, or are we calling it the X? What are we actually calling Twitter? Is it gonna be called the X eventually? What's happening? Are you still using Twitter? Let me know. Because I'm not. I mean, I am not using Twitter. I use it to talk, to chat. That's the only thing. But I don't use Twitter to post. And that's because it's a way for me, I believe, to kind of fight back all the censorship, unnecessary censorship that they actually force upon over here in this side of the world. I don't like it. I don't support it, and that's why I'm not going to be giving them my content. But I do use it to talk because it has a good messenger. So that's the only reason I still use it. It's still Twitter says true. That's cool. That's cool. Where's my peep, says Ron DMG. I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here, by the way. Kip looking good here tonight. He looks great. I said that I'm looking forward to watching him because I want to see Ford. But I've got to say, Kip here tonight, kind of stealing the spotlight from Ford. He looks good. I'm loving the whole look, loving the pants, loving the hair, loving everything. Kip looks good here tonight. But he's definitely not going to get the victory. My money here tonight is on Commander. Commander definitely is going to be winning the match. That's what I feel. Let me know what you guys think. And here we are, Commander now. Twisting the arm. Wow. Kip Sabian in control here. Look at that. So easy. Commander getting back up to his feet very quickly. Just twists the arm of Kip Sabian up once and twice. Gets him down to the mat. Wow. And mocking Kip. Standing right on top of him and mocking him. Throwing out the salute as well. And now throwing him over to the ropes. Rebounds and a shoulder tackle. Commander goes down. Kip Sabian once again taking the time to show off. Commander getting up back very quickly. Getting Kip Sabian down one time, two times. Commander running over to Kip. Kip throwing him to the ringside area. And now diving to the outside. I see. Oh, he does not. Just mocking Commander. Just mocking him. Throwing out the salute. Kip Sabian. Seems like he's got his number. A big kick to the side of the head. Kip Sabian taking it back. Commander is looking to fly. Kip with a nice dodge. Running over to Commander, grabbing him for the back of the head, throwing him over to the ropes here. Commander with a nice dodge, drop kick. Kip goes down. Commander in control. Commander needs to win. To win a match at some point, or else just Fugo. Yeah, or else he's just Fugo. Well, Fugo's got a nice car at least, so that's that. But yeah, you're right. He needs to win the victory at least over Kip. Right, we can do that. We can at least give him a victory over Kip. It's not going to hurt anybody, not even Kip, so why not? And here we are one more time. Commander sending Kip back into the ring. Guys, I've got to say this again. I mean, I've got to say that I really feel so fortunate to be, able to be here and watch all the wrestling with you. I say this from the bottom of my heart. I really feel like a family connection here. I really am so grateful to every single one of you for being so supportive, being so lovely. So thank you once again, and I really I say this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you so much. Sometimes it just hits me, and it just hit me right now as we're watching this show. Great show, and great people here. It's just thank you. I really am grateful to everybody. It doesn't matter if you're joined by 20 people, 30 people. This group here, all of you guys, you really make me feel special. Thank you for all the love. Really appreciate that. Yes, true. There's going to be watching for Collision. We're going to be watching Collision tomorrow night. And, my attempt all the time is that we don't miss any show. So tomorrow night, we're going to be watching Collision. And starting next week, we're adding Thursdays into our Watchalong schedule. So Thursday night, Impact and ROH as well. In the future, we might add NXT too. So we'll see. But here we are, back. Oh, in picture going on. Kip Sabian, springboard going for the cover on Commander. Commander with a nice kick out. Nice. Anybody seen the Barbie film just yet? I just saw a commercial that's like all pink. So I think that's a Barbie sponsored commercial too. So I had to ask, anybody seen the Barbie film? True? Or Ron DMG? Anybody else? James? Has anybody seen the Barbie film? Bro, man? Ricky, anyone? Let me know. Gary, Mustafa. All right, well, nobody, I guess. Broman says, gotta call it a night. Thanks for the watch along, my brother. My brother Broman, have a good night. Sleep well. Have some nice dreams. I'll see you tomorrow for Collision, Broman. Take care. Much love. Is Mike low? Just me, says James. All right, let's see. Turn up a little bit, James. Is this better for you? True says hell no. All right, that's good, True. That's what I expected. Me neither. James, is the mic better now? I didn't want to turn it up too much because then the voice kind of gets cracked. So, let's see. I heard Barbie movie what? Anti-men? Really? I know it's all pink everything, but wow. Anti-men. And here we are, once again, going for the cover. I remember, I mean, actually, I don't remember a film having as much hype. You know, especially within the women, within the females. You know, in a long time, I believe the last film that had so much hype and everybody was talking about it was the 50 Shades movie. Like, everybody was talking about the 50 Shades movie that came out. And, you know, that was a film that people kept pressing. You've got to watch, AJ, you've got to watch, it's a great film. And I said, no, hell no. And the same with Barbie. Like, people keep saying, oh, we've got to watch it. I'm like, no, not watching it. But yeah, the film's hyped, for sure. By the way, with that being said, we are now on a commercial, full-on commercial. And Gary says, I will never see the Barbie, not even if it comes to free TV. Wow. Gary, my brother, I like that. High five. Everybody here on the same page when it comes to Barbie. Doesn't matter if we are pro WWE or pro AEW or pro John Cena or pro Logan Paul. Does not matter. We're all anti-Barbie. High five, guys. That's great. Jay says, very Vogue movie. Yeah, is that right? I heard that the film was banned, I believe, in... Where was it banned? Philippines, if I'm not wrong, for portraying the country's map incorrectly in the film. So that's why I believe it was banned, if I'm not wrong, in Philippines. So some controversy there. Remember when Booker T called Pinapil? Yes? Yeah. Booker T is a great guy. AllEliteCrate.com. We're getting a little commercial over there for All Elite Crate. Has anybody bought a crate ever online? You know, crates, basically the concept is that you buy a crate without really knowing what to expect. Inside the crate, you could get a keychain, or you could get a title, you could get anything, right? Anything, a replica. So it's a mystery box. All Elite Wrestling also, you know, basically have crates for sale that you can buy, that you can subscribe to. They'll send, I believe there's a subscription for AEW as well, right? So you can subscribe to it every single month. They send you a crate or so. So yeah, let me know if anybody's bought a crate. I don't feel like I'll ever buy a crate because I don't like surprises like that. Yeah, what if I spend $40 only to get like $10 worth of merchandise? It's not something I'll do. Sound of Freedom, very great movie, says James. Really, I'll take a look at that, brother. What is that other film that came out? Oppenheimer, if I'm not wrong. I saw some memes about it. So I did not know about the film, but I heard that it's like an anti-Barbie film, and Barbie's like pro-Barbie, of course. So, but there's like two polar opposites running in the theaters right now at the same damn time. So we'll have to check that as well. And here we are, big kick straight to Kip. The match is still going on, by the way. We've got Commander here, still in control. What else do we have left, actually? We've got about 25 minutes left before the show's going to be over. Okay, Commander now looking to finish this off. I think that Hikaru Shida versus Nyla Rose is not going to be a very long match because we still have the Matt Taven Mike Bennett match coming up. So we still have 2 more matches coming up. So I take that Hikaru Nyla are going to be like 10 minutes or something. Kick to Commander. Commander goes down again. Kip Sabian looking for a springboard, it seems. Oh my... Crazy good. Kip does it. Good job. And now anything that they're doing ringside, especially that area, it kind of makes me nervous because we saw, kayfabe or not, we did see Rey Mysterio get injured. Kayfabe or not, we don't know. But yeah, it kind of makes me nervous, anything that they're doing ringside tonight. Waiting for the Ninja Turtle movies. That's right. I like that, brother. And here we are, Kip coming up. Beautiful move one more time. I'm waiting for the new Spider-Man game to come out, guys. As I said before, I really plan on doing it. The Spider-Man game comes out, I'll sit down, I'll play the game until it's over. I'm not even kidding here. I mean it. We're going to play the game until it's over. Looking forward to the game. So excited. And here we are, Kip once again in control. Commander not really commanding the action here tonight. The victory slipping off his tiny fingers. Tiny hands. The tiny fingers comment took me back to Trump. I mean, I remember the whole, controversy, the debate between Marco Rubio and Trump, and him being bought for the tiny hands. And, when he made that comment, I looked at my own hands and I was like, do I have tiny hands? And then I looked at my hands and I'm like, yes, I do have tiny hands too. Actually, I don't know. What do you think? All right, I will stop talking about it. Anyways, here we are. Kip was going to go for the cover. A kick out again. Commander wins. Okay, all right, cool. So I'm on a tape delay, but thanks for letting me know, True. Commander finally with the victory. That's good to see. Just remember, ROH is 7 p.m. Eastern, says James. Thanks for that, brother James. So what that means is that I'll have to wake up at 4 o'clock then. Actually, 3:30. That's crazy. But I guess it'll be worth it. We'll do it once, twice, thrice, and we'll see how it goes, how the turnout is, if it's worth it. And, we'll see. Also, depends on how sleepy I feel the next day. So, but I'll try it a few times. And wow, I see it now. I see it. Great match. Great ending to the match indeed, Gary. I agree with that. A lot better volume, says James. Thanks for that, brother. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Wow. Going for the cover, and it's a victory. So I was on quite a big tape delay. True told us that Commander won the match like 10 minutes ago. I just got to know about it. Thank you, True. Thank you. I miss the days when we used to watch Impact Wrestling and I used to be like 20 minutes ahead of you. That used to be very fun. Nowadays, we watch Rampage and I'm so behind. All right, Jerry Lynch will get a big pop. Yep, coming up next, though. Wait a second. Commander once again throwing out the salute. Shida is the main event. Yep, without a doubt, she is the main event. Shida, Hikaru Shida, Nana Rose, they are the main event. Coming up next, I believe, it's gotta be the Kingdom. Mike Bennett and Matt Taven are gonna be coming up next. We've got 20 minutes to go, so 10 minutes or 5 minutes for this tag team match, and after that we get 10 minutes for the main event, I believe, so we shall see. But anyways, all in all, it's been a great watch along one more time, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Tomorrow night we're going to be meeting for Collision, so that's going to be great. And of course, SummerSlam right around the corner. Super excited about SummerSlam. The Kingdom is upon us. The Kingdom coming up next. No Maria tonight. Wait, no Maria? Where's Maria at these days? Does anybody know where Maria is? I was expecting to see her. Maria. Yeah. No update. So we know that she had a surgery in February, but I'm pretty sure that she must have recovered. So she had a thyroid surgery back in February, so hopefully she's recovered. Probably is still under her time off and stuff. But it's been a while since we have seen Maria. So wait, who are these guys fighting? Are these like created? Are these like created wrestlers on AEW Fight Forever? Okay, that is sweet. James says he got a crate. That's nice, James. That is sweet. Do you think AEW should have cruiserweight title? James, are you watching watching the watch along like on a delay, or am I getting the comments on a delay? Because we spoke about crates like some time ago. I'll have to check the YouTube comments. I think the YouTube comments are messing up tonight. All right, I'll look at it. Let's see. Shida is the main event, says Troop. That's right. Yes, I get crate. That's sweet. James, do you think AEW should have cruiserweight title? Ron DMG, let me know what do you think, brother. And everybody else, let me know what do you think about AEW possibly having cruiserweight titles. I think that's a good question. I don't know, actually. It's hard. We have seen, people try cruiserweight and fail. I mean, WWE did the whole CWC thing, and they had their own cruiserweight title. They tried to push it pretty much, all that they could did not work. So there's a limitation when it comes to cruiserweights, right? So now the title as well, there's a limitation. So for the world title, cruiserweights can fight, but for cruiserweight titles, the world champions or the bigger guys cannot fight. So that's the limitation. So there can also be a lack of interest within some fans. So that's where I believe cruiserweight titles face challenges. So let's see. I would say maybe not. Maybe I would say maybe no. But let me know what you guys think. And while Mike was blowing her kisses, she's probably at home, sister. Yeah. So she had a thyroid operation in February and most likely still recovering from it. Local talent, that's right, true, yeah. I do get... wait a second. Ren DMG, 1 second. I'm not able to see your okay. I do get of ROH titles, I see. Alright, and here we are now with the Dark Order.
Tell me, are you Dark Order, or are you not?
Very interested to see what's next for Dark Order and AEW, but what's next for us on Rampage?
Alright, I don't know if they're trying to recruit. If they're trying to recruit, I would like to be a part. I mean, I am Dark Order officially now for today. Okay, so they're asking, tell me, are you Dark Order or are you not? So it looks like they're open for business. We shall see. James says the AEW... Wait a second. The AEW crate is awesome. You get 2 t-shirts, an autograph, and a Michael Brawler, a pin. You always get way over what you pay for. Only $40, and they always put in more than advertised. That's sweet. That's a good company right there, yeah? I mean, that sounds like a good deal, because if you look at 2 t-shirts, that's like $25 each, mostly the retail price of it. So that's a solid value right there just in 2 t-shirts. That's good, James. That's good. Just incorporate X Division title. They are still working with Impact. Yes. Yes, the X Division title is great. The way that they implemented, the matches, the way that you can actually hand over the title, fight for the world title, it just makes sense. Maybe, what True said over there is right. If they want to introduce the Cruiserweight Championship, maybe don't call it the Cruiserweight. I feel like they should not call it the Cruiserweight Championship. Give it another name, like the X Division Championship, right? Give it a different name. It just makes it sound more appealing. And then, just have the same rules that apply to the X Division title. Once, you have reached a certain stage, you can hand the title over and then fight for the world title. I think that would be nice. I think that would be great. So if they could do something like that, find a way to make it more interesting, just like Impact has done over the years, I think it just makes total sense. So true, you're right. I agree with that. Anyways, guys, we are once again on a commercial break. Looking at the time here, we've got about 15 minutes left before the show is going to be over. So sweet stuff. Hikaru Shida, Nyla Rose coming up next. Let's see what it says here. Pictures. This rivalry has been going on forever and ever and ever, going as back as 2020. So 3 years, we're looking at 3 years since the very beginning of AEW itself. So that's that. Yeah, let's see what else we have here. Ronnie says, Cruiserweight division known for great matches, without a doubt, brother, without a doubt. Gary says, the WWE destroyed the Cruiserweight Championship. It was prestigious championship in the WCW. They destroyed it. Without a doubt, they did. I don't know who do we blame for it? Do we blame guys like TJ Perkins? Or do we just blame, or Enzo Amore? Or do we just blame the WWE for putting on shows like 205 Live? Who do we blame for it? Would it have been a better idea to just have cruiserweights performing on Raw? Or was it a better idea to have a separate show that's 205 Live, for just the cruiserweights? What do you guys think? Where do you feel the WWE went so wrong with the whole idea, with the whole championship? Let me know. But just like Run DMD said, cruiserweights are known for putting on great matches. So what did not work for the company? Once true, keeping it so real. He says, yeah, it was Vince McMahon, AJ. It was Vince McMahon that was wrong, that went wrong with cruiserweights. That's why it did not work out. You're right. 205, yeah, Live was bad, says Run DMG. For starters, they had a very cheesy pop song as the theme song for 205 Live. It was crazy. And the graphics and everything, for me, it was just daunting. I hated the overall presentation for 205 Live. And then on top of it, the fact that they recorded it, aired it after their main shows. What did it used to air after SmackDown, if I'm not wrong? Yeah, after SmackDown. So any show that airs right after your main show, automatically people look at it as a downgraded version of your brand, right? That's what you look at. So that's like a dark match, or it's like super. What else? The super show, whatever they had in the past. That's how they looked at 205 Live. They did not look at it as a proper show. It was just bad. It was bad. The whole presentation, everything about it was terrible. The placement of this was terrible. The branding was terrible. The marketing was terrible. Everything was bad. It just looked like, okay, so it's a C+ or C- show that the WWE puts together. That's how it looked like. Bad. Anyways, and then they had a purple title, which then turned into black, and then just disappeared. So that's that. Anyways, Collision tomorrow night seems awesome. Joe is going to be fighting Gravity, so I'm ready for it. Andrade is going to be fighting Buddy Matthews, so I'm ready for that as well. Ladder match is going to be good tomorrow night. Collision. Cannot wait. Alright, so time for the main event now. Let's tune in. Alright. So guys, I don't know if anybody has heard about it just yet, but the news is out there that AEW has now filed a new trademark for streaming of pro wrestling entertainment videos. So this trademark that they filed is for a streaming service. So much like Discovery Plus, ESPN Plus, WWE Network, Peacock, whatever it could be, they have actually filed a trademark for AEW Plus. And it says, in the description that it's a streaming of professional wrestling entertainment video material on the internet, which means that AEW could be actually planning to launch a streaming service of its own. As of right now, AEW is of course available on apps like Bleacher Report and Fight TV and traditional pay-per-view. But now it seems like with this trademark filing, it seems like they might be getting ready for a streaming service of their own, AEW Plus as they're calling it. So let's see. As we know, ROH also streams currently on Honor Club, so AEW Plus could be incorporating that into it as well. So it's only going to be a win-win. That's right. And when will Mark Henry? You think he's going to have his last run through? You think so? Okay. Well, I feel like if there ever will be a run for Mark Henry, I don't know what his son is going to do. I really don't. He's still young. I think he's like 17 or 18. I don't know if Mark Henry will have another run in wrestling, if he will ever step back into the ring. But if he does, I can only imagine him, if his son chooses to do wrestling, that is, pro wrestling. I can only imagine Mark Henry being by his side and supporting his son, and I can imagine him being there for his son in the ring. That's what I can imagine him doing. So I don't know again if Mark Henry will do it, or if his son will join wrestling, but I just see Mark Henry. Look at his Twitter, right? Mark Henry tweets and retweets and then writes about his son and shares his video and his photos and tells people how proud he is of his son for lifting weights and doing all the stuff he does and accomplishing so much in the world of sports. He's a power lifter and definitely has the size and the body and everything for wrestling. It was just perfect fit. So if he ever were to become a pro wrestler, Mark Henry is joining him. No brainer, without a doubt. Mark Henry tag team with son will be a thing of beauty, without a doubt. It will be great. But again, with his son, without his son, we shall see. But as True said he would wanted to have one more run. I can see Henry and Lee. Yes, true. That would be another thing of beauty. I would love it. Sure. Hey, you know what? A tag team, but then they have to collide. Then they have to turn on against each other, and we must see a match between the two. Like that, we have to see it. The World's Strongest Man versus, the one and the only Keith Lee would be great. By the way, the match here between Shida and Nyla Rose is underway. One of the rivalries that basically started out with AEW itself. 3 years ago when AEW was in its first year itself, these two were in a rivalry. 3 years later, they're still here fighting. Shida and Nyla Rose is a rivalry forever. And with a bit of the face to Nyla Rose taking it back. Shida once again with the drop kick. Rose in trouble. Shida is showing some confidence here. We got Marina Shafir in the corner with a candlestick in hand. Yeah, Shida was going to go for a body slam, but Rose is not going to be an easy one to pick. Rose with a nice reversal was going to go for the clothesline. Shida with a dodge, and now flying Hurricanrana right there, sending Rose over head first into the turnbuckle. A little bit sloppy, but that's okay. And Shida, she looks like a character straight out of Mortal Kombat. Look at her colors, the blue, the red, the streaks in her hair, yeah, the braids. She literally looks like somebody straight out of Mortal Kombat. I love it. I love it. Anyways, here we are. Shida with a few punches over and over again to the one and only Nyla Rose. Rose again in trouble. Shida with a lack of respect here. Kick to the back of the head, sending her away from the turnbuckle. And here we are. Shida flying drop kick. Rose with a nice dodge, sending Shida down to the mat. Shida in trouble. Rose standing tall. Marina Shafir does not look happy at all. Wow. Marina. Every time I look at Marina, every time I look at Shayna, every time I look at Ronda, we don't even see Duke Jasmine, so that's another story. But every time I look at these ladies, any of these ladies, I just think of what could have been a dream team in the WWE. You had a team with all the chemistry in the world, the badass team that has never been in the women's division ever. We could have seen it with these four. Marina Shafir, Duke Jasmine, Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey. It would have been a kick-ass team. That already was a team. Even back in the UFC, the Octagon days, best of friends. WWE had all... It's crazy. WWE had all four of them under contract at one point. All four of them. Only for them to mess it up so badly. It's crazy to me. I'll never get it. They really messed up with these four. And now, Duke's gone, Marina's gone, Shayna, I don't even know where she is. We haven't seen Shayna on TV. I mean, I think we saw her on TV briefly this past Monday, but that said, Ronda was doing a show that she was on the March or something. And yeah, crazy. Mortis and Wrath underrated. Yep, that's right, Run DMG, my brother. Had to refresh, my internet was way behind. Yes, Maria is back. Always on our red show, says James. I see, brother James. All right, my brother. So James says that Maria is back, always on our red shows. That's good to know. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. So that's why we're watching our ROH starting next week, so I can catch up on all the stuff that I missed out on. Anyways, here we are. Marina once again. I'm sorry. Nyla once again in control. Shida in trouble. Now, looking at the time, we've got about 6 minutes left, but the show's gonna be over. Once again, a body slam here to Hikaru Shida. Nyla Rose in control, without a doubt. Cool stuff, cool stuff. But tonight has been a great night, without a doubt. Really, some great matches, great watch-along, great chat. Thank you once again for all the love here tonight. The match is still underway. Marina Shafir staring down at the ring. Nyla Rose celebrating a bit too early. I mean, the match is still going on. It's still not over. But Nyla Rose already here with the early celebration. Not a good idea. Not a good idea at all. Alright, let's see what else do we have here. We got, oh my goodness, Shida showing some signs of life here, trying to get up back to her feet here with a series of elbow strikes and punches landing on Nyla Rose's shoulder. Nyla able to push her away and push her down to the mat. It is the one and only Shida in trouble now. She is in trouble. Nyla once again grabs her hard. Ron DMD says, can you imagine Ronda in AEW? Brother, Ronda Energy, you know what? I would say I was happy with the way that WWE was treating Ronda Rousey at first. They brought her in like a big star. I remember TMZ chasing her around everywhere when like there was a little chatter of her joining the company. I remember when she met up with Triple H for over dinner one night, at the restaurant. And TMZ chased her down over there as well, and there was like all over the news. I was talking about it on Instagram too. People were going crazy. Oh my goodness, Ronda and Triple H just had a dinner together. What's happening? There was so much hype about it. And then she came in, it was fair play, she was new to the game. They had her in a tag team with Kurt Angle, Triple H, Stephanie McMahon. Great way to begin her career. And then it just went nowhere, right? And right now, it's like almost, it seems like she's going to be retiring from WWE itself, or going to be stepping away for good, is what the dirt sheets are claiming. So, sadly, it did not work out. I don't know how it would have worked out in AEW, but I feel like WWE And their booking of Ronda has been terrible, so I don't know. I mean, I would say maybe AEW would book her better. Who knows? But WWE did not do a good job with her. I don't know who messed up. Ronda did or WWE did. But after the first few bookings, it just got terrible. And then she turned heel. And people thought, okay, like this is gonna be a fresh start for her, and this is gonna be the Ronda Rousey that we needed. When she turned heel, I saw it on social media. Many people talking about this is the Ronda Rousey that we needed. This is it. She doesn't have to be cheesy. She doesn't have to smile. She's ruthless in the ring. Has been in the octagon. That's what we need in WWE. And then she turned heel, and then she became even more unlikable. Like, I could not get behind her. So Ronda did not work out, sadly. I love Ronda Rousey. Outside of the ring, outside of the squared circle, but in the wrestling ring, I don't. Yeah, UFC star don't last long, says Run DMG. By the way, here we are. We've got Saraya, Ruby, we got James. Oh my goodness, look at that. Tony looking good. I think she wants to grow her family more, and she's more important about family. Yeah, it seems like it. She was recently in the. We were talking about it like a few minutes, an hour ago or so, I believe. There's a show called Stars on the Mars, where like celebrities are in a simulation, basically a simulation, right? It's a simulated Martian environment, as if they're on Mars. Yeah, that's where these bunch of celebrities are kept for a few weeks, and it's like Big Brother but on Mars, and fans vote them out, and ultimately one person wins the show. So Ronda Rousey was on such a show, but she has left it midway. She has left it voluntarily. Just left the show because she wants to be with her daughter, because her daughter misses her. So it shows you that family is important to her. So that's good. That's awesome. Family values are so important. So important. Family, as we know, comes first. That's that. You're right, true. Yeah, this match is beautiful. A thing of beauty. Nyla Rose taking out Shida just like that, going for the cover, choke slam, and Shida kick out. Ronda wants to. True here is basically stating facts, but without any filters. James, look at the comments, from James and from True. Same comments, filter no filter. I see. That's why I love you guys all of you guys. You guys are great. Steve Blackman was an underrated beast. Yep. Then here we are now. Shida with a nice block to Nyla Rose's attack, elbow strike. Rose. The moment she lifted Rose up was crazy. Man, so tiny compared to Nyla Rose, but so strong. Insane. All right, here we are now. Shida is looking to finish this. I was going to go over the spinning kick to the head, but Nyla Rose now, one step ahead, clothesline, knocking her down and out right there. And is Shida in trouble? Marina Shafir with a nice smile right there. I love her smile. She is happy as she stands ringside. Happy to see Nyla Rose finally getting some victory here. 1 minute away from the show being off the air here. So who's going to win this match? This is technically an intergender match. That's true. I've said this before. I'll say it again. I feel like if intergender matches can exist or should exist in any sport, entertainment, it's wrestling. Of course, this here is a different topic, controversial topic when it comes to Nyla Rose. Some would call it intergender, some will not, and that's a whole different affair. But in intergender wrestling in general, I feel like wrestling can do it, because wrestling is predetermined and it's choreographed in a way that you can make, either gender look powerful, and you can actually promote gender equality through intergender wrestling. Nowhere else can you do it. You talk about any other sport, it'll be hard. Football, you cannot imagine it. But wrestling, you can, and that's because of the predetermined nature of it. You can make women look like badasses and kicking some men butt. You could do it, but of course, because of sponsorships and because of, any wrong message that it potentially put across, people steer clear from it. Promotions steer clear of it. That's that. But weird ending, says James. For me, the show's still going on. Let's see. True says Shida wins. Oh, Shida wins. That was expected, but good for her. All right. Still going on for me. I can see Shida with the face-up with Marina Shafir. Marina getting in here with a kendo stick, grabbing Shida. Shida grabs the kendo stick, hitting Marina Shafir in the arm. Shafir knocked off the apron. Shida throws away the kendo stick as well. Nyla Rose with a roll-up on Shida. I'm like 10 minutes away, am I not? Alright. I'm like 10 minutes away, I know that. And now Nyla picking up Shida. Shida. Oh. Is that it? What a great match. I know why James said it was a weird. I think she hit her in the nose. I think so. But I think it was the knee to the nose, and that's what caused the pin. But wow, great back and forth match. The ending was like a little soft, right? You would expect for her to kick out after that knee to the face. But all right, good stuff. Shida, victorious. Good match. Good match. Shida wins. That's right. True, my brother. Intergender wrestling, bad for businesses, Run DMG. Again, yeah, you're right, brother. I mean, if it sends across a bad message, steer clear from it. Nothing wrong in that. You're right, brother. And Gary says 7 out of 10 was a pretty solid show. I agree. Great opening. Usually, I'm not one for scrambled egg matches. I don't like multi-man matches. You guys know that very well. I don't like battle royals or stuff. It gets messy. It gets confusing. I don't like that. But tonight, the match that we started off with, the tag team battle royal, was pretty cool. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the outcome of it as well, so that was nice. And of course, from the start to the finish, a pretty solid episode of Rampage. The 1 hour flew by very quickly. I really enjoyed it. Now we're getting that face-off between Tony and Shida. Next week we're going to get 200 episodes of Dynamite. So let the good times roll and let's enjoy wrestling to the very fullest. Could it be Shida versus Storm at All In? It seems like it will be, based on that face-off. It seems like it will be Shida versus Storm, and I'm okay with that. I'm ready for it. Good Rampage, decent, says James. That's right, my brother. Well, thank you once again, everybody, for joining me today. Much love to every single one of you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. I had a blast watching the shows with you. It was great. Tomorrow, I'm going to be catching you guys for Collision. It's going to be good. Sunday morning, early 5 o'clock in the morning, wrestling. It's great. Doesn't get any better than that, does it? Well, anyways, guys, much love to all of you. Have a good night. Sleep well. I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow for Collision. And, of course, next week, we're adding Thursdays to the schedule. So don't forget. One more time, my brothers. Have a lovely night. Good night. Take care. That's right. It's always a fun hour. You're awesome, James. Thank you, everybody. Much love to all of you. Have a good night. Sleep well. Take care. I'll see you tomorrow for Collision. And yeah, take care, guys. Bye-bye. Enjoy.